Hello, everyone. That is very bright. That is very bright. We don't want to be that bright. There we go. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hello, Nate. Congratulations on getting the pizza. Can you tell that Nate was the only person to vote for Chaos Friday today? And I'm glad that you seem excited about it because it means we're playing Star Rail. Also, right. So I'll tell you, going up a tiny bit late, it's fine. It's fine. I'm normally just chatting shit at this point anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. But I was having some crazy tech gremlins. My computer was like, what if I ran really slow? And I had to restart it a couple of times for various things. But one of the things that got affected was the software for the camera. So it was like, nah, mate, nah. Not gonna work at all. Then I was like, great, okay, fine. I then realized that I can bypass the software in OBS, which is what I've done. And I'm not gonna lie, this is so much better. Nothing, it's not lagging. Nothing is happening. It's great. The only other thing I changed that may be the thing is apparently if you have multiple things plugged into like the USB ports next to each other, or like the ones that are being like in the same place, that are like heavy duty devices, then it can affect the camera lag like that. So the other one, this has to be USB 3. I've got 2 USB ports, and the other one had my capture card plugged in. Obviously I don't need that today, so I unplugged it. So either we're not lagging because I've unplugged the capture card, which would be an issue because we'll need that on Sunday, or it's because we're bypassing the software, and I say fuck the software if we don't need it. Because it's actually working now. Hey, and since it's actually working now, I wonder, because I did turn down the, I turned down the resolution, but I must have turned it back up. Hey, I wonder, I'm gonna potentially break it now. Give it a sec. Have I broken it? No? Still working? Huh? Is this better or worse? All I did was turn it up to 60 instead of 30. Hello, Pyro! Welcome in. I think we finally figured out, I think we might have finally figured out how to fix the camera. And it's because the software crashed. So I did what you suggested. Bypassed it. Hello, Hot Sauce. Welcome in. Chat alerts, Borgs? What do you mean? We got the sound alerts. Is there something else that's not working? I'm good, Hot Sauce, though. I'm doing well. Oh, you didn't hear it? I heard it. I got it. Did none of you get it? Maybe it's just you. I think it's just you, Pyro. Rogue. No! Not all of you at once. Calm down. Did you get both of them though, Pyro? If you got both of them at once, then you're fine. If you didn't get yours, something's weird. I'm sorry you're not that good, Hot Sauce. Hopefully we can cheer you up a little bit. Weirdly didn't hear the hello there. Strange. Right, so it is a bit quieter than the others, yeah. I think it's because most of the other alerts are quite shouty alerts, like, what have you got? A knife? No! Or Link going, bah! Whereas hello there's just, hello there. So yes. Next! A hug from, oh, I know exactly the cuddly friend you're gonna have a hug from. Hang on. This is cuddly friend. I don't think. Oh, Hot Sauce, this is being redeemed for you. This hug is for you. This particular cuddly friend, I don't think has been on the stream before, which is why I'm hiding them. And it's this one. It's this cuddly friend. This cuddly friend was crocheted for me lovingly by one of my best friends for Christmas. She made it. Look at it. It's amazing. Also, they don't have a name or a gender. So, here's your hug. You can have a kiss too. It is a deer. She made it because whenever if anyone ever asks me like what animal are you, I usually say deer. So she made me a deer. But they don't have a name. Bambi? I'm not calling him Bambi. No. That is too cruel of a name. Although, Don't know if you've ever noticed before. I do quite like Bambi. I've got a picture of Bambi in my room behind me. Yeah. The deer from Hilda? I don't even know what that is. But yeah, if anybody would like to name the deer, you can. Yeah, it's not really on show. It's just there. I have Bambi, and then I have my Welcome to Night Vale poster, which is signed by Meg Bashirina and Symphony Sanders from when I saw them at the Edinburgh Fringe in 2019. I would love it. What is it? What's Hilda? Oh, I like this deer now. I think they're just gonna like sit in my lap for the stream. What is Hilda? I don't know what it is. I'm sorry for making you angry. Oh, you know what though? Now that I'm looking at my background, I've noticed that there's a tiny thing hanging out of my wardrobe, and I can't deal with it. I absolutely can't deal with it. I'm gonna have to put it away. Nope. Bye. Much better. I don't have to look at it anymore. Things can be a mess as long as I don't have to see them. That's not true. My bookshelf is an absolute mess and I can see that all the time. Very cute Scandinavian folklore-inspired comic and Netflix series? Oh my god. That does sound like something that I would like. I will have to look it up. Not that I have Netflix anymore, but the high seas exist. And I absolutely, for legal reasons, do not endorse piracy. Okay. Glad we settled that. Hello, Faye. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Why are you up so early? This is true. Go to sleep. It's time for the daily bully pain to go back to sleep. Oh, alphabetically. Alphabetically is the correct answer. My bookshelf is organized alphabetically by author surname. Because my husband had to get up for work and his alarm is loud. Oh, get him a Fitbit like this one. Oh. Because you can get silent alarms that are literally just buzz. So you know, there's no sound apart from the like faint vibrating sound, which might still wake you up. It has woken other people up in rooms before when I've had it on, but normally it doesn't. But that sucks. I'm sorry. Let's play a game. Let's play a game before I natter on for too long. But yes, exactly, Faye. Back to sleep with you. Absolutely. It is time for Stream Raiders first, though, before we play a game. Before we play a game, we have to play a game. That's the way this works. Gameception. Oh, no, I ain't doing the random streamer boss one. This one here, it always gives you a random streamer boss, and I always get stuck on it because it's so random. We're doing this one, even though it's technically harder. Grazing Fields, challenge level hard. Friendly Brontos have been getting attacked by wild beasts and orcs. Protect them at all costs. Okie doke, we will do that. This poor man had... What the heck is that? Benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. Okay, I understand what benign means. Every time he moves, he gets dizzy. Oh, that sucks. That really does suck. Wait, hang on. I want to know what these words mean individually. So, but benign obviously means it doesn't. It's like not having a bad effect. Quotation marks. Vertigo is the dizziness. Positional is in a specific position, I guess. I don't know what the other word means. I know, how are the Brontos being bullied by orcs? They're so much bigger. I don't understand it either. But Buttspot! How dare you? How dare Buttspot insult the Brontos? Look at their cute little faces. Look at their cute little faces. How dare they be insulted thus? But I'm glad you made him breakfast, Faye. Sounds like he deserves it. Every time he moves his head, he gets vertigo. Oh, I really hate that for him. I'm sorry. Is that something that he will get better? Is he is he got treatment for it? I have to place a rogue, so I'm going to put one right there. Oh, the Brontos could fully just step on the orcs. Just crush them. That's why, you know, that's one of the reasons they're so big. They literally don't have any... like the Brontosaurus... Like things like Brontosaurus, Diplodocus, Apatosaurus, all of those literally did not have predators. Why? Because they're fucking huge. There was no predator. Even like the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which was like one of the bigger ones. Even them, they ain't really gonna go for those. Why would they do that when they can go and like eat a Triceratops or two, you know? Or actually that might even be a bad idea because Triceratops also had defensive mechanisms. Most dinosaurs did actually, to be fair. Yeah, make the green orc paste. But hey, everyone, you can join our Stream Raiders team yourself. You can go to the link in chat. It's also right at the top of the screen. It doesn't work on mobile. Sad. But it does work on desktop. You can place your units on our battlefield. And after half an hour, well, 27 minutes, they will all fight. And that will be... hopefully we will win. We'll find out though, I guess. We did the Epley maneuver yesterday. I don't know what that is, but I hope that it made him feel better. I'm glad he feels better. Which is one of those weird movement treatments. I see, okay. Yeah, stuff like that is really weird. I always find it really odd when, like, you're like, hey, I have this weird thing. And, it's basically like, if you move your head in this particular way several times a day, you will be fine. You know, it's, like, very odd. But yeah, I hope he gets better soon. Right. Well, lab assistance in position is about to finish, but that's okay, because I have finished that. And that's my daily login reward. Okay, so Star Rail situation. I've finished pretty much... I've finished the whole story that we've got so far. I finished everything else that I had. I got a couple of extra ones since, and I've done them. The only two quests that I've got on currently are the two companion quests. I think there was 3 companion quests that came out yesterday, but I only have 2 of them currently. I've got to trigger the 3rd one somewhere, I guess. Which one of these shall I get? I have so many of these. So many. I guess this one. Bonk. There we go. I also haven't done any of my dailies and stuff today, but I have finished... I have done my simulated universe for this week, so there's that. So yeah, today's going to be a weird one. Today's just going to be me faffing around in Star Rail for a bit. We did get a message from Clara, though. What does it say? Oh, okay. I know what this is. So, Clara's companion quest, which I finished, involves her finding a robot and trying to fix the robot. But the robot's a bit strange. And its language module was damaged, and then we had to go and find different shells for it and hopefully fix the language module and all of this. And this was how it talked. So I'm assuming this is not Clara. This is the robot. And it says, good day together, which I assume is the end of together. I want play outside place. Lots of spaces. Huh? What's this? What are you trying to say, Clara? Little emojis. Why is it sent to everyone? Garbled text too. What happened to you? I'm trying to mod my phone. If I succeed, Little Robot will be able to send messages to my phone all the way from the base. So I was trying to ask Little Robot to text me, but it failed. I can never read Clara's emojis. They're so crazy, but I think that's some sort of crying emoji. You're amazing, Clara. Aw, keep at it. You'll make it work eventually. Yay! We're going to give her lots of encouragement. Okay, I'll try again. Thank you, big sister Chloe. Cute. Cute. Oh, there's also this to do. Stellar Flare. I've done one of them. I think we've had at least... Okay, we've got two more that have been unlocked since then that we can do today. So yeah, today I'm just gonna like bash through stuff basically. Nothing specific. But first, here we are. Daily quest. Hello, Adler. Oh, I remember. I say I got interrupted yesterday. I started doing daily quest yesterday, which was this one, and I interrupted myself and got distracted and went and did something else. So I never did it. So I guess that's why we're here straight away. Adler says, although I have a pile of reports to write, I have not stopped in my journey of searching for new ghost stories. But this is probably the last ghost story I can investigate. Wen Shieling has really been on my tail. The ghost story this time is pretty wholesome. I think you'll like it. Before that, let me ask, have you ever picked up mysterious paper slips in the space station? I think so, probably. Really? Hmm. Then you need to listen carefully and see if you've picked up the fortune leaf mentioned in the ghost story. There's been a rumour lately that mysterious pieces of paper appear on the ground sometimes. These are called fortune leaves, and people who pick them up are said to receive extremely good luck. It's easy to determine whether a piece of paper is a fortune leaf. You will hear a round of applause when you pick one up. It is said to be the way eons express their admiration and encouragement for you. Someone had claimed to have heard it and soon got promoted to technical leader in their department. But I haven't found out which department this story is from. Could you please find this promoted person and see what useful information you can get out of him? I really don't know how Adler can be a researcher because A, they're a child, and B, all they seem to be interested about is excuse me. All they seem to be interested in is ghost stories. Like, calm down, Adler. Ba ba da da, ba 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 da ba. The preservation. Oh, so right, so I have Star Rail installed on my SSD. It's the only game I have installed on my SSD. Everything else is on my hard drive, which is great because for the most part, apart from when we're streaming, the loading screens are really quick. But it means that they've, with the big update, with the 1.1 update, they put in a lot more like things to read on the loading screen. There's loads of different ones, and I like can't read most of them. It's too quick. First world problem, I know, but okay. Who can we ask? You? I want to reset my life. Oh my goodness. How did my research career end up like this? Am I the only one in the space station having such a bad time? Are you okay? Oh, just look at me. I've got unlucky written all over me. Oh, why am I so unlucky? My career isn't going well and my family is having arguments. I heard someone picked up something around here. Something that can bring good luck? They got some big breaks after picking it up. I wanted to ask where they got that thing from and if they can give even a bit of the luck to me. Seems like you're also looking for this thing. I am. Yes, you were not helpful. Hello. Why are you identical? Anyone else? Hello. Ooh. Excuse me, I'm very yawny today. Hello. What is it with security people and not having their faces cut like available? Abraham? We meet again. You are still alive, and I am still breathing. How rare is that? Okay, it's not him. He's just normally here, I think. Life is unpredictable. Who knows if this will be the last time we meet? Oh dear, Abraham. Whoa, you guys are identical as well. Look at these two. What the fuck? Hello? Hello? Weird researcher. I don't know. I don't have it. Don't ask me. I haven't asked anything. Not me. I didn't do it. I don't know. So, you're the one with the fortune leaf. So what if I did? And what if I didn't? Youngsters need to be grounded and stop thinking about taking shortcuts. Fortune leaf. Even Peppy wouldn't believe that. I detest those who take shortcuts. I didn't take you to be so spirited. A lot of people have been asking me about the fortune leaf recently. They all think that just picking up a piece of paper would take their career to places. But they have no idea of the prices they must pay. Just look at my old body. Oh, never mind. Never mind. This guy is like weirdly dramatic. I will tell you, youngster, that the good fortunes brought by the fortune leaf is nothing like what you are expecting. Just stick to taking one step at a time. I feel there's something deeper here, but I can't get any more answers. Let's return to Adler. That was a bit freaky, not gonna lie. Little bit freaky. Something's going on. Little bit. Don't quite know what's going on, but something is. Tell Adler the truth. How can I tell Adler the truth when I don't really know what's going on? Let's go. Adler, hello. You're back. I was planning to have a break. Did you find anything? Huh? That's it? Nothing more? If this is the only information, then I can't manage to produce the report. Then I'm going to lose fans, all the fans I've worked so hard for. Weren't you doing this as cross-disciplinary research? Okay, fine, I admit. Yes, initially this was about science. But then I realized so many people loved reading my guest story compilation, and I yielded to my desire for attention. I detest those who take shortcuts. It smells like gatekeeping, yes. It does smell like gatekeeping. But on the other hand, if you use it to refer to those who take shortcuts because they have rich/famous parents, for example, I detest them. It could be internalized heteronormativity, but I feel like it's much creepier when Clara calls me big brother than when she calls you big sister. Huh, interesting. Yeah, it could be. I mean that's the kind of the way, is it? I mean, it's something that you think about when you're like creating stories, whether it's for theater or books, games, whatever. Like, think that because of what our society being built on internalized heteronormativity, and also sexism, it is much creepier when there's an older man and a younger woman or girl in whatever relationship that is, unless it's like dad and literally like dad and daughter or siblings, unless it's like familial. It just is creepy, you know? And so you've got to be careful how you portray it, because it can come across that way. And it shouldn't be, like you say. It shouldn't be, but it is. That's the way people see these things. Gotta love the good old silver spoon-fed children. Don't we just love them? Yeah. You have lost the purpose behind your research. I will reflect on my actions. Now I feel ghost stories only get attention when they have a clickbait title. No matter how interesting a ghost story is, they stop being interesting once you've investigated them. I might as well stop writing this report. Well, it'd be a pity not to write anymore. Anyway, thanks for having helped me for so long. Come back to find me in a few days. Since you contributed to the investigation, you should get a copy of the investigation report as a memento of your efforts. Thank you. Ooh, thank you very much. Hertz definitely needs to be arrested for multiple reasons. I think endangering the workforce as well. Child labor. Ooh, trailblaze level 59. We are close. We are close to level 60. Yeah. Exactly. Boris has zero clue about basically anything. But then that's the Conservative Party. They have zero clue about how the rest of the country live their lives. I've collected 50 readable items in the Herta space station and got literature review. Oxy doxy, what have we got on our dailies? Can I do this by ignoring them? This is how I go about it. I do my daily quest, get the 200, and then I look at the dailies and I go, can I easily get 300 without trying? Because sometimes there's like stuff on there that I'm not going to do or I'm not planning to do. Well, I'll do that. I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that. And I can do that easy. Yeah, we'll be fine. Exactly. When they don't pay tax, what do you got to worry about? Okie dokie. So, this is where we're at, character-wise. I am slowly getting them. All of their light cones, or my four characters, we've got light cones up to 70. Traces, I'm done on Japard, I'm done on Zila. I'm nearly done on Bronya. That's who we're working on now. I have managed, with what I already had, to level up Clara to 60. So she'll be next. 50 for the light cone. And I've done a couple of traces on her. Also, I had a spare set that I used to be using for Japard. So she's got that. I don't know if it's necessarily useful for her, but she's got it. But right now we're working on traces. Yeah, Clara is very sweet. But yeah, the thing is, the annoying thing with me getting Clara as my 5-star was, I was like, oh, Clara's great. I would love Clara in my team. I would really need to replace the Trailblazer. Unfortunately, as we discussed in the Discord, having Japard also in the team is not great. They don't work so well together. Need the physical set on Clara. Oh yeah, well I currently have that on my Trailblazer, so if I replace the Trailblazer, then I can swap them out. But then then that means I've got to level up March 7th. Relics will be fine because I can just give March 7th Japard's relics. What's she on the light cone? It won't take very long. It's the traces that'll take a while for March 7th. Or Natasha. Actually, oh no, but she's physical. Ugh. I try and avoid having 2 of the same element because it limits you. I think that would be a good team though if I got to the stage where I had Clara instead of Trailblazer, March 7th instead of Japard. It is annoying though because I put a lot of effort into Japard because I was like, oh, he's actually really great once you put the effort in. But hey, we're doing Bronya anyway. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, I definitely need to go to do a bunch of calyxes. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I should go and get my rewards first. Oh my god, yes, he is amazing on preservation runs. Absolutely. He's here! Hello!
I just had quite an interesting conversation with Himiko and Mr. Yang.
Oh yeah? You're farming for wealth and you keep getting HP main stats? That's disgusting. See, this is why I don't bother. I mean, to be fair... Oh, let's face it, I'm not ever going to do it. I was going to say, to be fair, I've kind of got to the point in Star Rail where I might start relic farming just, to fill the time. And now I'm like, will I though? Will I? No, probably not. I'll only do it if I, literally get to the point where everything else is done and I need to use my Trailblaze power, and that's never going to happen. So, I would probably not do it. But at least I'm leveling them up. At least I'm, putting a little bit of effort in.
But that brown drink that Himiko makes? It's very...
Oh, Japard doesn't like coffee. It's not for everyone.
I'm not alone, then. I'll be keeping a safe distance. Anyway, I learned a lot from them. I'm very grateful for that. Belobog's architects talk about the great deeds of Klapoth all the time. In our minds, Klapoth represents the single greatest power in the universe.
Yeah, Nate, I agree. Simulated Universe is fun. It does feel a little bit like Hades. No, Japard doesn't seem to know what coffee is. It seems they don't have coffee in Belobog. But yeah, I do like the Simulated Universe. And what I also like about the Simulated Universe is that, you do it a few times in the week, and then you're like, right, I'm done for the week, and I can do other stuff. Whereas relic farming will never end.
But Himiko and Mr. Yang told me that Klapoth is far from the only Eon in the universe. For example, The enemies that invaded Belobog 700 years ago were emanators of a different eon.
You've maxed out the SU? Nice. See, I know you keep calling it SU, but I can't do that because I just said it and went ew, because I don't know if this is a thing so much in America, but SU in my brain stands for Students Union. And I come from I went to a university that didn't have a students union. We had a students guild because I think the Queen visited there once, and apparently that means they can call it a guild. But you know, it wasn't even called the students union. But I see SU and I go student union, and I'm like, no. The Void Rangers are part of the Antimatter Legion, which are emanators of the Destruction, I believe. Or is that Fragmented? No. Yeah, that's the Antimatter Legion. Yeah. Need to save for the other light cones. Fair.
I need to make sure the Silvermane guards are always at the ready.
Let's check. Because I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, the Eon of Destruction is indeed who we are after. We can check. Factions. Let's have a look. Antimatter Legion Destruction. There you go. I don't know, Nate. I don't know. This is a right. This is a JRPG. Yes, it's not Japanese, but it's a JRPG. We know that means it will have a very convoluted storyline that probably makes no sense. Hey, Saval's here as well. Hi, Saval.
Hey, can I borrow the Express's phonograph for a few days?
Ask Kimiko. You're not going to take it to pieces, are you?
Who do you take me for?
That said in a tone of voice that means you definitely were going to do that, Saval. Well, yeah, Pyro's right. You really like the Hunt and Abundance plotline. I do as well. I think it's really interesting. I love the idea of abundance and like it becoming like taking it too far and it becoming a bad thing, because it starts as like, oh, abundance is about healing people, and you know, and it's gone to like taking it too far, and abundance going, well, why should anyone ever die? You know, just a constant war, because why not? Yeah, why not? To be fair, it sounds like the Yaosha, the Abundance, basically created like their own specific kind of illness in the people because they were trying to heal them too much, if that makes sense. They were trying to make sure they never died. And it's ended up being awful. So I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, I admit that for a few seconds there, the thought may have crossed my mind. I'm not sure you guys will agree, but would you mind if I made a trip to the Astral Express one time? Just to listen to music?
Aww. Bonkerton, hello. Welcome in. How are you doing today? No problem, it'd be nice to hang out.
I should have known you'd be cool with it.
Yeah, exactly. Necromancy being a side effect of healing too far. It's fantastic. Oh my god. There's got to be a TTRPG in that, right? There's got to be a mechanic in there somewhere. Like, oh, there's got to be a homebrew rule of some kind that you could balance. That was like, oh, if you like heal someone past their maximum, something negative happens. Oh, that'd be cool. Me not. This is dangerous. I'm running a game on Sad Sunday, and I'm like, Oh, I'm doing good, Bonkerton. Yes, thank you very much. I'm also vibing. I love it. I love a Star Rail to vibe to. You'd have to rethink how the schools of magic work in 5e. Yeah, well, because is it 2e where?
It's a deal then. Next time you need something done in the workshop, I'll do it for free.
Is it 2e where the like healing spells used to be necromancy? And they're not anymore, but they used to be tied. Yeah. Interesting. I'm gonna have to read up on this. Okay, right. We actually came here to get my Traveler's level. Rewards. Yeah, we're so close to 60. I feel like I only just did the equilibrium thing. What was I doing? Oh, we were going to the Calyx, weren't we? Yes. This is why I want Jing Liu, because with Lucha, he can keep the team alive. Yeah, well, she steals HP. Perfect. That's what you want, isn't it? It's like how my Genshin team is Zhao and Jean, because I'm just like, Zhao's burst consumes his HP, Jean heals him. Repeat. You know. Yeah, I didn't get Lucha, though. I got Clara instead. And I didn't bother. I have got some Stellar Jade left, but I didn't bother continuing because I was like, I don't have enough to really to go round once again at all. So I didn't even have enough to do one lot of 80. So it's not. I was like, I'd rather save these for another character that I would like. But Clara, yeah, Clara's still good. Clara's great. Right. So, we're gonna have reuse Welt because imaginary type, good for this one. Yes! Pyro, you joke, but literally, it crossed my mind. I was like, hey, if I don't do any more on this banner, I will be, the next 5-star I get will be guaranteed, question mark, to be limited time. I can wait. I can wait for the Dragon Man. I can wait for my boy. Yes, elation combo, exactly.
Years of cold.
I'm going to...
We shall never fall.
I'm going to level her up once I'm finished with these guys. I might not... Oh, actually. I've left the Trailblazer till last.
I'll free you from your disappear
and
the sea of butterflies.
if I'm planning to replace the Trailblazer with Clara, I don't need to focus on the Trailblazer. I can go straight to focusing on Clara. So once we finish these traces, I can start focusing on Clara.
Let me end your misery.
Hopefully it'll only take a few more days
Leave the rest to me. I won't go
finish
easy.
them. What's my level? I'm on 59. We literally just did got to 59 just now.
This ends here.
Very close to 60. Oh, hello.
We've entered the storm.
Didn't see that there.
To guard and defend. Crush
Yeah, today
them.
I basically Bonkatin, because she came in later. Basically, I finished the main story so far, and so I'm just kind of pottering
You'll
around
pay
now.
for this, evildoer.
I've done the simulated universe for this week as well, so extra pottering. Thank you so much for the follow, Bonkatin. Welcome. I hope you have fun. Welcome to the madness. Oh, okay.
Mess with me.
I think I have this turned up too loud because I can't hear myself talk. And that is always a recipe for disaster because I will just shout and then everyone
You
regrets
can
that.
still walk away.
Oh yeah, I never do auto.
Calm your body and mind.
I don't see the point if I'm sitting here playing the game, you know. If I'm gonna go and do something else, fair enough, but you know. Hey nobody awesome, welcome in. I haven't done the 3 new companion quests, no. Those are the only ones I have left to do. So after I've used my Trailblazer flower, we'll get onto those. I've got 2 of them that have been activated because they were just on messages,
I'll free you from
and
your
one of them I
chains.
don't. So I don't really know.
Disappear among the sea
I don't
of
really know which
butterflies.
one's which, and I don't really know. Like,
Illusions
I
of
think.
the
Oh,
past.
I think one of them was Bailu's. Bailu's has been
I
activated,
hope
and the
you're
other one,
prepared.
the other one wasn't 100% clear, but I think it might be Yang Qing. But yeah. Nate, you think it's pretty smart with Bronya? Oh yeah, Pyro, you're right. That's the sort of thing that you want to avoid with Bronya. You've got to be careful with. It's Stream Raiders time. I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna use Bronya's skill. Oh wait, but the next person won't be able to use their skill, so it's pointless, you know. Okay, so there's a few of us. There's quite a few enemies though. I think we might die, but that's fine, you know. This is gonna go badly. It's gonna go badly. But yeah, I think I've got Bailu's companion quest has definitely been. I've already said this, haven't I? Activated, yeah. I don't know which one it is that hasn't been activated yet, but I will find it. Probably if I do the other two, I'll end up going to wherever it is that needs to be activated for. Ooh, E1 is 50% chance to restore the skill point used. That is very cool. Lucha is the other message one. Okay, so I don't have Yanqing's quest activated yet. We'll have to find it. Ah, we lost. What a surprise. Oh well. You know, it's the first one of the day. It's the first one of the day. We got time. We got plenty of time. Let's try again. Oh man, I do love Lucha though. He's so mysterious. And I love a man of mystery. I do. Do you know who else loves a man of mystery? Faye. Faye loves a man of mystery, I know. He's not like morally grey though, at least not yet. We don't know too much about him. And that's Faye's preference. Still want to kick his ass? He is a little bit annoying sometimes. He can be a bit patronizing. But hey, come join our Stream Raiders team, everyone. The link is in the chat. It's also at the top of the screen. You can play it on desktop and join, put your units on the field. We'll have another battle in half an hour. Yep. We know you too well, Faye. Mysterious and morally grey. That's what we like. Mainly because he reminds me of Otto. Otto? I swear we've had this conversation before and I can't remember. Who's Otto?
Let me end your misery.
Probably not in real life. Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? You're always like, I love this character in fiction.
Evil doer.
Like, would I want, like, do I fancy Dun Hung a little bit? Yes. I think he's very hot. Would I fancy him in real life? Probably not, because he's emotionally unavailable. Would he be good to date? No.
Stand down.
He would be very bad in a relationship. So, you know, not in real life.
There's always a weakness.
Oh, Honkai Impact the Third, bad dude, I see. I do want the Dragon Boy, yes. Yes, I do. I will admit it, I'll freely admit it. He's great.
Of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall.
You'll pay for
I mean,
this.
does this have anything to do with the
time
fact
is
that
now. Lend me
dragons
your
are like
strength.
my favorite mythical creature, and I literally wrote an entire homebrew, D&D campaign, complete with a whole continent, all based on the fact that I like dragons, and it's based around dragons. Yes, I did do that because I love dragons.
Survive or be
I prefer them
destroyed.
tall and nerdy in real life.
No other choice.
Fair enough.
I'll free you from
And
your
not morally
chains.
grey. Yes, we don't like morally grey in real life.
Disappear
I think that's
among
like
the
this
sea
is
of
the thing.
butterflies.
I think that is a good
Illusions
and
of
healthy
the
way to look at it. If you can be self-aware enough to be like, okay, I like these fictional characters, but in real life that would be really bad, and I actually would like something different. That is completely fine. The difficulty becomes when you conflate the two, right?
So you are afraid
And then
of
you
me.
end up in terrible relationships because you end up trying to date people that are bad for you, you know. I am not paying attention to this battle.
The time is now. Lend me your
You're too
strength.
lawful good for Ben?
What a headache.
Why?
We've entered the storm.
He laughed at me when I messaged our accountant that he hasn't built us yet. Ah,
To guard and
I see what
defend.
you mean. Yeah.
Crush them.
No, I'm like that. I am.
Don't mess with
As
me.
much as I love, you know, I can be chaotic, but in real, like, when we're talking about morals and stuff, I am lawful good, because I would do the same thing. I would be like, hey, you haven't built us yet. Do you want money?
I'll free you from your chains.
Like, I'm so bad at it. I am getting a new car because mine has it's drivable, but it's got so many problems that the guy at the garage was like, don't fix your car. It's not worth it.
End your misery.
And so I'm gonna trade it in for the
So
new
you
car.
are afraid of me.
And I am so honest and
me
lawful,
end your
and B,
misery.
a bit of a chatterbox that, you know, I was talking to the car salesman on the phone and I was like,
still
yeah,
walk
well, you know,
away.
my car's just, you know, it's got too many problems, it's not worth it, I need to get a new car, or blah, 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 blah. So I was just sort of chatting. And then my mum was like,
Evil
why did you tell him that? And I was like, oops. And she was like, you can't tell him that your car doesn't work, then he won't give you money for it. And I was like,
You are afraid of me.
but actually they offered me a lot more money than I was
You'll
expecting for
pay
that
for
car.
that.
So fingers crossed they will follow through on that and it will be good.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, to be fair,
Disappear.
the accountant
among
will probably
sea of
remember.
butterflies.
I imagine he'll remember to
Illusions
bill
of
you.
the past.
Do you know what though? I've been doing all of the adult stuff this week because I also applied for a
Let me
credit
end your
card.
misery.
And I've got the pin now, so I'm just waiting for the card. So you know, you gotta build that credit. I've got a credit
Let me
card.
end your misery.
I'm
Leave the rest to me.
nearly finished
I won't
sorting
be
out
easy.
my holiday because I'm going on holiday with some friends. So I got my travel insurance and everything. The only thing I have left to do is I need to get some euros because we're going to Spain and it's gonna be great.
Die is cast. In the name of Landau.
I've had one audition this week and I have another audition
cold.
tomorrow.
Pardons the
So
wind.
you know, it's
We
just
shall
like
never fall.
all go. But I feel like I'm adulting this week and I don't like it.
I'll free you from your chains.
Let's go.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Boom. Just use his credit card on fuel. Yeah, that's my plan.
Let me end your misery.
It's literally just to use the credit card like at least once or twice a month for little things.
So you are
Fuel's a
afraid
really
of
good
me.
one actually, but I don't drive the car enough to fill up every month. So I think it would have to be
Let
something
me
that I
end your
buy a bit
misery.
more regularly. But yeah, just something little and then pay it off every month and then you build up a bit of credit,
Stand down.
you know. And you
This
don't have to
battle
worry
is
about it ever.
Witness the
Like,
stars
going
shatter
into debt.
before you.
So that's the
Survive
idea
or be
anyway.
destroyed.
It's also so
There
that
is
when
no
I go on
choice.
holiday, I've got a backup, you know. I've got something that I can
You
use
will
to pay
know
for stuff.
justice.
Don't mess with me.
The also benefits of a credit card, but
I'll
Oh, that was a
free
bad
from
time
your
to do that.
chains.
Never mind.
Disappear among the sea of
is like you get
butterflies.
more protection for stuff if you're
Illusions
buying
of the
something big. You
past.
can put it on the credit card and immediately pay it off, and then you'll get protection if something happens, which is pretty good. Right, this ain't gonna be enough. No way. Let's do it again. But because we like to give all of our friends credits, we'll get actually. Sorry, Pyro and Nate. Nobody's Jingyuan is going to be more useful to me in this instance. Oh, absolutely do not carry over anything. That's when credit goes bad. And that's worse than having no credit score. Yes, Nate, I remember when Nate commissioned me for some music once. And
We've entered the storm.
I was literally like, oh, I'm drawing up the invoice, but like I haven't even started doing it yet, so no rush. And he like literally paid me like then and there. And I was like, whoa, you don't have to do this right now.
Here, there's thunder.
Yeah, the trace rewards, like, they were quite good to start with. You were getting them quite quickly, and then once you get to this sort of level, it sucks. You have to do it a lot. Like, today, I'll probably get one, if we're lucky, I might be able to level up 2 traces, you know? And that'll be using all of
So
my,
you are afraid of me.
power just on this one Calyx. That's true. If you cheated on Ben, he'd just immediately know because you would be a terrible liar. So yeah. I would do the same thing though. I wouldn't be able to keep something like that secret. Oh Nate. I was always gonna take your money. You just didn't need to do it straight
You'll
away.
pay for
You
this.
could have left it. I would not have minded.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Ba 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 boom.
I'll free you from your chains.
Don't want to forget. Oh, that is also a big mood, to be fair.
Disappear among
I-
the sea of butterflies.
I forget a
Illusions
lot
of
of
the
things.
past.
I don't have undiagnosed ADHD, I'm sure, but I tried to explain this to my director, right? Because she was complimenting me because I'm currently doing cover work. So I'm a swing. There's 3 people in the cast. 2 of them are women. So I learn both. When you're a swing, you learn multiple parts. So I learn both the female parts, and I cover for them on and off. So I did a couple of days a couple of weeks ago where I was one of the parts. I'm doing a couple of days next week where I'm doing the other part. Yeah. And she complimented me because she was like, you're really quick and really good at
So you are
memorizing
afraid
a
of
lot of
me.
stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'm amazing at memorizing. I'm terrible at
Let me end
remembering
your
things.
misery.
And I was trying to explain to her the difference between like memorizing and remembering, because for me they are so different. You give me
This battle is unavoidable.
a script to learn and I will learn it in a
You
couple
are
of
afraid
hours.
me.
But ask me to remember your birthday, I will not do
Follow
it.
my charge.
I will not be able to do it. You know? They're completely different skills.
Time for
In-
the
to me, at
master
least.
stroke.
And she was like,
Radiant spirit, heed my word.
yeah, this is true. I'm ripping into Nate about it as if I wouldn't do the same thing. I probably would do the
So
same
you
thing.
are afraid of me.
I do like everything to be sorted out. You forgot to pay the gas bill because they never contacted us? Oh no. You haven't paid your bill in 4 months? What? And they never contacted you? That's really odd. Yeah, I know what you mean, Pyro. I agree. So yeah,
Disappear among
I am
the
a
sea of
hypocrite. It's fine. We know
butterflies.
this.
Illusions of the past.
But yeah, I've made sure with the credit card, and this is the thing, is that I'm so forgetful that I know that's one of the things I was a little bit funny on, is I was like, oh, I will forget to pay a credit card bill. But look at me go. Right, so okay, this is gonna need some context for why I'm so proud of it. I'm glad it's paid now and you're all sorted though. That's good. So the context for why I'm proud of this is
Time is now. Lend me your strength.
I know
We've entered the storm.
intellectually that one of the
guard
I
and defend.
struggle to remember things. If I don't
Crush
do
them.
something straight away, I will forget that I need to do
Don't
it.
mess with me.
And then I'll remember it at a really inconvenient time. I know that if I
end your
just
misery.
wrote a list, right,
There's
or
no
used
time to lose.
post-it notes, or set an alarm on my phone, all of these things, I know that those things would really help me in my day-to-day life. But I don't do them because I have some insecure, weird part of my brain that thinks I'm a failure for not being able to remember stuff. Don't know why. But that's like a whole thing for
I'll
me.
free you from your
And
chains.
I was very proud of myself because
Disappear
I
among
thought,
the sea
hey,
of butterflies.
I
Illusions
might
of the
forget
past.
to pay the credit card bill every month. It's going to
This
take a
battle
long
is
time for me to
unavoidable.
get that in
People
as a
do it.
habit. So
my charge.
I've got a direct debit set up that will do it automatically,
Here.
and I've put in my calendar a reminder that on every day when that direct debit goes out, there's a little thing in my calendar that says credit card bill,
hope
so
you're
that I make
prepared.
sure that there's enough money in my account to pay the bill. And I'm like, look, I'm doing things that will help my brain in the way that I'm doing things that will let my brain work in the way that it works, and yet still let me function as a human being, rather than trying to force it to work in a way that it doesn't work. And I'm proud of myself. Yeah, it does sound weird that they didn't let you know about that bill at all. That is very odd.
You'll pay for this.
Your house was almost repossessed by the city for unpaid taxes. Oh, and it was the mortgage company. Oh my god. Oh, that's a nightmare.
No time to lose.
Oh, Nate. I am glad that that worked out okay.
Pitiless.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, I agree with Pyro. That does sound kind of suspicious.
Time for the
Oh, it just
master
did the bloody.
stroke. Radiant spirit.
But that was a bit
heed
useless.
my
It did its
word.
shield.
Show
Oh
no
dear. Hello, Slick. Oh, good morning. I mean, it's afternoon here, but hello. Welcome in. How are you today? How is life? Bum, bum, bum,
What a
brum.
headache.
Wow, it really was real. You hadn't paid them for 4 months. Oh my days. Did it all work out though? Was it literally just, hey, you haven't paid us, and then you paid and it was fine? Did you have to? Oh, did you have to pay a shit ton of interest? That sucks if you did.
Afraid of me.
But yeah, bills suck. It's enough for me to try and
that
remember, like, that I've got direct debits going out, let alone if I've got to remember what I need to pay. It was totally fine after we paid. Good.
Years of cold hardens the will.
Yeah, I would also ask why you weren't notified about a late bill payment, because they should notify you. 7 a.m. Oh, slick. That's twirly.
Illusions of the past.
Hey, I know you don't want to work on this Friday. However, it is Friday, which means I assume you don't have to work tomorrow. I don't know your work schedule, but hopefully you don't.
So you are afraid of me.
And now we have auto pay. Fantastic. Oh, I would love to not buy a house. However, I do want to buy a house. A city park tax? What the heck is that? Is that like council tax?
Follow my charge. Here.
Yeah.
There's thunder.
I want to buy somewhere at some time in the distant future, probably with someone else, whether it's a partner or a friend or whoever. Oh, why are you all shielding up?
Don't mess with me.
Stream doesn't like Zila's Ultimate. I mean, Zila's Ultimate is like laggy as an animation, just generally. I don't think that's anything to do with the stream.
I'll free you from your chains.
Let's see. Let's find out. I'm gonna watch it on the preview
Disappear
instead.
among the sea of
I'm gonna compare them.
Illusions of the past.
Yeah. Is that how it was before?
You'll
That's
pay
exactly
for
how it
this.
is on my screen. It's to maintain our parks. Lol. You're off on weekends. That's good. Right, I'm gonna exit before doing this again because I think Zila needs some healing. Going to go visit the waterfall. Oh, that's so nice. Oh man. I wish we had a decent waterfalls in this country. We don't really. I think there are 1 or 2 like little ones, but there's no really big ones or anything. Apparently we have silly things like free Wi-Fi in our parks. Hey, free Wi-Fi is good. That's pretty good. But the fact that you have to pay a tax for that. But then I guess, you know, I think to me it seems like a weird thing to have a separate tax for, right? Like, those sort of things are the things that should be being paid for by your taxes, but it feels a bit odd to have a specific tax for it, you know? Did I turn down the encoding a bunch? Oh, I did! You're right! You're right. Let me see if... Because now that the camera's being fine, I should be able to turn it back up. Aha! There we go. Aha! We should be a bit better now. I live an hour from the ocean, an hour from the mountains. Oh, slick. That sounds amazing. Pyro's turn. That sounds so nice. There's a skate park in the park?
This time.
Oh. That is really odd to me.
Time for a
That,
buzz.
because I don't associate a skate park with being a fancy park. If you've got a fancy skate park, fair enough. But
battle
I
is
see,
up.
like, skate parks exist quite... there's quite a lot of skate parks around where I live. And, you know, they're not usually in the fancy ones. Free money? Oh, what, the tax? It's a weirdly fancy skate
So
park.
you
Oh,
are
okay, I
afraid of
see.
me.
I see. Wow.
More enemies.
Let's
Time
go.
for a buzz.
Boom. Right. Once again, I am not paying attention to this battle.
I'll free you from your chains.
Shouldn't get me talking about City Park
Disappear
tax.
among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Free Dosa? What's Dosa? What are you talking about? Yep, 2 Bronyas, 1 team. Yeah, Zila, calm down. Calm down.
Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never
Oh, an
fall.
Uber Eats order for delivered to us by mistake? Oh, nice.
Can you let me have some fun this time?
Oh, really? Do you really need that shield?
You
Oh,
will
come
know
on.
justice.
There we go.
You'll pay for this.
Dosa's like an Indian crepe. Oh, that's cool.
Don't mess with her.
Aha!
Let me end your misery.
That's nice that they let you have it anyway.
Time for a buzz.
Like, I imagine Faye would also do this. I'd be like, oh no, this isn't for me. And then probably have to give it
This
back.
battle is unavoidable.
Amazing.
Evildoer.
What a headache. Who's next?
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend.
I'm gonna have to look to see if I can have those, because I mean,
More enemies.
Indian cuisine in Britain is really interesting. It's interesting historically as well, because
So you are afraid of me.
we have a lot of Indian restaurants, we have a lot of Indian takeaways in particular. We love an Indian takeaway.
Let
But
me end your misery.
we have a kind of British Indian
I'll free you from your
cuisine.
chains.
Like,
Disappear among the sea of
for example,
butterflies.
chicken tikka masala.
Illusions
That's a
of the
British
past.
invention. Chicken tikka exists. Is Indian. Masala exists. And we went, what if we put these together? They're not normally put together in Indian cuisine, but we did that. You know, and so the things that we think of as Indian food aren't always actually Indian food. It's like this weird British hybrid. Well, not really a hybrid, it's just we've done our own weird things with it. But dosa I've never heard of, and I'll have to look the next time that I get an Indian. I will have to look and see if it's on the menu.
Can you let me have some fun this time?
Oh, the name was very similar to your neighbours.
Time
Fair.
for a buzz.
Oh, but it wasn't theirs.
There's always a
Just
weakness.
ate someone else's order.
Evildoer.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes they do drop these things off on a doorstep rather than actually, like, checking to see if it's yours. Those is a South Indian. Okay. I'm now having a weird thing where I'm like, I'm going to be really interested in the like history of Indian food in this country. There's another thing that we have that's like a British kind of. I mean, this one is fully like appropriation. Is coronation chicken, right? It's just curried chicken with like raisins in it.
This
And that's
combat
like
needs optimizing.
that's like a classic British dish. It was made for Elizabeth II's coronation. But it's like our version of Indian food and that sort of thing. Not specifically coronation chicken, but like that sort of thing is what people normally think of when they think of Indian food.
This ends here.
Also, I do love an Indian. I also don't really like spicy food, so I always have the
Name of
mild
Landa.
ones. So it's really
Hardens the will.
embarrassing.
We shall never fall.
Don't mess with me.
Lol, Nate, you're doing a Faye. You're being too honest.
More enemies.
Hello, Andrew. Welcome in. How is life? How's it going? It does sound like pretty shitty management of the restaurant.
Evildoer.
What a headache.
Like, I would at least say, oh, thanks for letting us know. You can eat it, but can you tell us, like at least like ask for the details, you know, like what is it, or do you have a name on the receipt, something like that, or so that they can contact the person.
The die is cast.
You'll pay for
Oh,
this.
yeah, so coronation chicken is not spicy. This is the thing, is we have spicy Indian food,
We've entered the
but a lot
storm.
of it is not. And coronation chicken is not. what is really interesting though about Coronation Chicken, and I learnt this from Am, I don't know necessarily anymore. I think she's moved on, but there was a short period a little while ago where Am was obsessed with food history. You know, Am also has ADHD. It's one of those many hobbies things. And, you know, her hyperfixation was food history. And it was around the time of the coronation of King Charles. And so the interesting thing about Coronation Chicken is that it was created to be the coronation dish. And it was specifically made for two reasons. A, to reflect the, like, cultural diversity of the country. That's why it's curried. That's why it's got Indian influences. But also, probably more so, it was made to... the recipe uses very easy to obtain, cheap ingredients, and it's a very easy recipe. So the idea was that it was something that anybody could make very easily across the country and everybody could share in it, right? And the interesting thing with that is that King Charles's coronation dish was a quiche, which is a very British dish. That's not like that's nothing to do with any kind of cultural stuff at all, but that's beside the point. The other point was that it was like, unless you buy a pastry case, it's quite difficult to make a quiche because you've got to make the pastry and everything, and the ingredients that it used were not cheap or easy to find as much as Coronation Chicken was. And so he kind of like missed the entire point of having a coronation dish. The idea is that everybody across the country would make the dish and enjoy all together for the coronation, you know. I imagine the royal family only eating very bland food. I also imagine that. Yeah, Coronation Chicken. Yeah, I'm like, I never know how to feel about that sort of thing, because it feels like cultural, like you say, like a commentary on colonialism or like cultural appropriation. But on the other hand, it is also pretty cool that the Queen had specifically was like, hey, we have a lot of diversity in this country and we should celebrate that. You know, I think that's cool of her. Although then it turned out that she's like upholding racist thing, like structures in the sort of the way that the royal family operates, and I was like, really? I highly doubt with the money they have, I doubt their chefs would serve them bland food. True.
Don't mess with me.
The coronation quiche was vegetarian. That was a vegetarian dish, I believe. Not vegan, but vegetarian. But yeah, I know what you mean, Faye. I can imagine them not liking spicy food. Oh, and just for the record, I'm very anti-monarchy anyway.
Evildoer.
As much as this is interesting, I still think that we need to eat them.
Is that all?
Like, literal headlines this week has been royal spending up 5%, but they've turned the heating down in one of their residences, you know.
The die is
And I was just like, what? What?
in the name of
What are you
Landau,
going on about? You
years
know,
of cold.
just get rid of them.
Hardens the will. We shall never fall.
He constantly asks me if the chili con carne I eat are spicy,
you
and I'm
are
like,
afraid of
no,
me.
why would it be? Lol. Apparently Camilla is really into beans on toast. Now that feels like a bit of propaganda that's like,
Time for a buzz.
that feels to me like the fact that
This
Camilla
combat
is a
needs
real human
optimizing.
being who is allowed to
At
have
the
beans on
speed
toast every now and then,
too
and
slow.
someone's picked up on that and go, wow, look, Camilla adores beans on toast. Isn't she so relatable and normal? You know? And that actually she likes beans on toast a normal amount for a person.
To guard and defend. Crush
Yes,
them.
Faye, you're so right. Us. We're like, eat the rich, and the orcas are like, you called?
Is that all?
Can you let me have some
Just so
fun
happens to
this
enjoy one of the
time?
more popular British breakfasts. Exactly, yeah.
you will know justice.
I'm like, hey, if the royals were like normal, ordinary people too, they wouldn't have millions and millions of pounds paid for by the taxpayer. You know,
So
they'd
you
actually
are
have a
afraid of
job
me.
and a house and like a normal house and worries like normal people.
More enemies.
I'll free you from
And
your
you know, the
chains.
thing is, the annoying thing is,
Disappear among
I
the sea
often
of
think I'm like,
butterflies.
I'm very anti-monarchy. I don't think we
Illusions
should
of the
have a
past.
monarchy. I think we are so far ahead of history, in history, that like we're living in the past. It's
What a
steeped in colonialism and like empire and all of
Let
these
me end your
awful
misery.
things about our country. We do not need it. On the other hand,
Don't mess
the
with me.
majority of the royals, not all of them, some of them are awful people. The majority of the royals I do have respect for as people. You know, and I think it's a difficult thing, but I think it's possible to have both. Like William,
This
for example,
battle is
I have a lot of respect for William. And I know the reason that I have a lot of respect for William is because I remember seeing him on the news once. We had a load of floods across the country, and I saw it was William and Harry, but William was
This
kind of
ends here.
was the one that was talking. They had William on the news. There were these. The cameras were basically just following the two of them as they were like hauling sandbags in this village and basically trying to help them shore up against the flood and whatever. And they were like busy at work. They weren't there to be interviewed. They were there to work. And these cameras were following them and annoying them, and like they were trying to ask them questions. And William literally like dumped a
have a
sandbag down
situation at
angrily,
hand.
turned around to the camera and went, "Why don't you put down that camera and come and help us?" He was so angry. And I was like, you know what, mate? That since then I've always been like, I respect William. I feel like he's, you know, he does what he can in the structures that he's in, and that's where he and Harry differ, right? Is that like Harry's like, I ain't having anything to do with this, bye, and William's doing the trying to change it from the inside thing, which we all know doesn't always work. But hey, I never had it until you got to the UK. What, beans on toast? Oh yeah, I forget that this isn't a thing in America. Beans on toast is so good. Beans on toast is my being ill meal. If I'm ill, that's what will make me feel better. That's like that it's got all the carbs that you need when you haven't eaten for a bit because you've been throwing up, you know, that kind of thing. They would also pay their inheritance tax like a normal person. You are correct. Exactly. This is the weird thing with it. It's so annoying because it's really easy to hate like Elon Musk, for example, because Elon Musk is filthy rich but also an awful person. It's much more difficult when it's like hating an institution, but some of the individual people aren't awful people, you know. Yeah, William and Harry do seem like decent people generally. Yeah, I think Faye, you're probably right. You know, I think the both of them in their own ways have shown. I put that killing field in just the wrong place, didn't I? Oh well. I think in their own way they've both shown that the current system, the way that the royals kind of interact with the people and the way that they operate is bad, that they both believe in change. I think that Harry is going the better way about it, I'm not gonna lie, because the whole system needs tearing down and Harry's just gone, nope, I'm leaving, you know. So yeah, I'd like to think that they're decent people. That you know, it doesn't make the system any better, but it does make it a little bit easier that they're not actively trying to harm us like Elon Musk is, for example. But then that could all be PR, couldn't it? We don't know. I don't know these people. Anyway, we won the Stream Raiders. We did it. Who's getting what? Kugnis and Joterka, enjoy your Monk Scrolls. Lahainu and Obi Doct, enjoy your Vampire Scrolls. And Utatop, enjoy your Flying Rogue Scrolls. Nice. Nice. But yeah, it is interesting that you say that about the military, though, Faye, because I think one of the reasons that Queen Elizabeth had such a from the most people in this country and most people that I've spoken to about her, she was very, very well loved, particularly by the people, and the main reason being that she wasn't like afraid to get her hands dirty, particularly during the Second World War. You know, she'd be the one driving the tractors around and stuff, and you know, she was off doing stuff. You know, she wasn't going to sit behind everything. She was out doing all the time. There's a story that is quite endearing about her driving around. I can't remember who it was, some foreign dignitary, driving him around in her Land Rover, and he was like, I think he came from a place where women weren't allowed to drive, and so he was already uncomfortable, and then she was just like zooming around in this Land Rover, and he was like, please slow down. She was like, no. But yeah, you know, and that's the reason that the Queen was well loved, is because she was doing all of those kind of things. And so other royals, like maybe Charles, I don't really know much about Charles, I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't. I've seen a lot more of William and Harry in my lifetime, in the news and stuff. Maybe don't have as much of that like being loved by the people, because he hasn't had the same kind of like interactions, I guess. I don't really know. I'm spouting nonsense now. Yeah, my Land Rover, my rules, exactly. This is Dino Valley. The challenge level is moderate, an ancient valley teeming with prehistoric vegetation and inhabited by various dinosaur species. Charles's fingers freak me out. I'm not gonna lie, nobody. I've never really looked at his fingers. Why do they freak you out? Are they like really long, skinny old man fingers? I bet they are. But yeah, like, they're little sausages. Oh, the opposite. Oh god. Oh no, that's worse. Oh, I hate that. Come and join our Stream Raiders team, by the way, everyone. We're starting a new battle. You can put your units in every 5 minutes. Link is in chat. It's also at the top of the screen. But yeah, I think, like, I don't really have an opinion on Charles, really, particularly as a person, because I don't really know much about him other than the only thing I really know is that he's pretty vocal about like combating climate change, and I'm like, that's a plus, that's a good thing. You know, I don't really know anything about him as a person. I like know a little bit of their history with like him and Camilla that my parents have told me, but it's just like I didn't sit and watch all of the coronation. I was doing some other stuff, but I saw a little bit of it towards the end, and I was sitting there watching it, and I was just like, this, we live in a multicultural country which is no longer based on Christianity, and we are currently in a cost of living crisis, of which our country is suffering particularly compared to other nearby countries because of our terrible government. And it was so archaic, you know? Then he's sitting there with like all of these fancy, like expensive clothes and the crown and the scepter and all of that, and all of these things, and it is a Christian service. It is a Christian church service. It was like, you know, the Archbishop of Canterbury was there, you know, it was all about God and Christianity, and I'm just like, how can we justify keeping the monarchy attached to like the governance of our country, essentially, even if politically they can't actually really affect anything? They're still connected to the governance of the country and by law, and they're still paid for by people's taxes. You know, like, you can't, and until they're completely separated from that by law and from money, then you can't do that. you know. Oh, absolutely. The whole world is suffering. Yes, this is true. Your country has an unemployment rate of 47. Oh, that's high. That is high. I don't know what the unemployment rate is currently here. But yeah. Thank you for lurking, Nate. News of arson? Oh my god. Well. Oh. I am intrigued. I guess we'll have to wait for Nate to go and find the tea for us. Most countries aren't at double digits. Ah. There we are then. There we are. Oh dear, that sucks. I'm sorry. Right, I can synthesize a consumable, can't I? Yours is 3.8? Okay. That's not as bad as I thought it was, to be fair. But then I think... And, I mean, this is purely based on, like, my own experience and of the people that I know. I don't think unemployment is the problem in this country. Because most people I know are employed, but still can't afford to pay rent or to buy food, you know? Like, even people, and I mean, like, I know I'm in a particularly privileged position because I live with my parents. You know, I do pay them rent, but they're planning at least to use that money towards me buying somewhere, unless they have to, which they might, because it is tight. Like, you know, although, yes, my parents are supporting me, doesn't mean that money's not tight, you know. No, of course not. It doesn't mean that things are necessarily easy. Doesn't it, like, 47% is a very high unemployment rate, and that definitely sounds like it's not easy. And I absolutely am not saying at all that I think that our country is, like, doing worse than yours. It probably isn't. But yeah, but that's just, like, what it seems to be like these days, is that especially people my age who are mostly in entry-level jobs or graduate jobs, things like that, and those salaries just aren't paying the rent these days. They just aren't. Full-time salaries. And people can't afford to pay their rent, you know. It's absolutely bonkers. And that's the main reason why I'm still here at home rather than going out and renting somewhere. Because if I went out and rent somewhere, that's it. I will never be on the housing ladder. I'll be renting for the rest of my life. It's throwing money away. Whereas I have the opportunity to stay at home, and my parents agree. If I have the opportunity, then I need to use it, as sucky as it is. Yeah, Andrew, you're so right. Our generation is a generation of side gigs. I work in a school, is one of my many jobs, and I know for a fact that a lot of the teachers there also privately tutor outside of teaching. They do a job that is incredibly important to society. They do a job that is very underappreciated in society and hugely overwhelming as a job. They have a lot of demands on them as teachers, you know, and they're not making enough money, so they have to go and tutor. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. In my brain, I'm like, if you're doing a full-time job, whatever it is, no matter what you're doing, if you are working full-time, that should be enough money to pay your rent, to pay your bills and get your food, and have a little bit left extra. Just a little bit, whether you're going to save it or whether you're going to spend it. It doesn't matter. You know, that should, in an ideal world, that should be truth, right? And it's just not. And it's been getting less and less of that over the years, particularly, and for me, the first time I started paying attention to politics was towards the end of Gordon Brown's time as Prime Minister, which, for those of you who don't know, Gordon Brown was the Labour leader at the time, and after that we've had explicitly Conservatives since then. We did have a Conservatives and Lib Dem coalition to start with. That didn't last very long. And since then, like, all I've known is the Tories in charge, austerity, and everything's been shit. So, you know, like, and it's been getting worse and worse and worse, particularly over the last few years. Oh, here's the story. Yeah. Someone get me off this topic because it's depressing me. Let's get the firebomb story. Someone threw a firebomb into an extended relative's office. After hours, only records damaged. Oh my god. Why? I'm glad no one was hurt, but what? Like, why? Does your extended relative, are they targeted for their work for something, or just random? That's so weird. Right, I did my 500. Yes, I've used up my power. We've been chatting so much that I am not paying attention to what I'm doing in this game, lol. Okay, that's my daily stuff sorted, and we are like halfway through the stream. Okay, so I've got these 2 companion missions. We've got Evanesce like the morning dew. Go to the Realm Keeping Commission, Chancery, and speak with Dahao. The official Dahao saw you help the healer lady out of trouble at the Exalting Sanctum and mentioned that there is something he needs your help with. It's not just babysitting children, is it? I hope not. Hello, Bob Dim. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I only know the relative story. His son reported somebody to the authorities, and this was retaliatory. Oh my god. Whoa, that's scary, that. That is scary. I really, like, yeah. Like, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, I'm not feeling very blue today. No, I did consider it, but I didn't think it really went with what I'm wearing today. So we've gone with the purple. Although I think with the new camera, it's changing up the lighting a little bit. It looks a bit brown. But yes, purple
If
today.
there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
That is, yeah, retaliation there is really scary. Like, you should be able to report people to the authorities and trust that you're not gonna be hurt, you know? Wow, that is insane. I'm glad no one was hurt, though. That's the important thing. Rural USA? Oh, God. I don't know why the server's just decided to die, but it has. So... electric blue, yeah. Electric blue could go with everything if we wanted to. To be fair, the blue would have been fine. I just didn't fancy it. Oh, I know. I remember my thinking process now. My thinking process was I am planning. My friend is coming around after stream. Oh, I keep doing this. I keep going. I keep looking at that and going. This must be a staircase. Nope. My friend is coming around after stream and we're going to the pub. And so I was like, oh, maybe not the blue lipstick. Yeah, it did that the other day when I was playing it as well. I was like, what are you doing? America. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you guys.
Always takes forever.
Has anyone seen that there's loads of protests and riots in France? I can't remember what it is that they've done, that the government have done that they don't like this time. But really, you guys, we need to be more like the French. And I know this is blasphemy as a British person. I know that our national pastime is making fun of the French. But we need to be more like the French. Literally, their government does something that they don't like and they take to the streets immediately. Oh, that's what happened. Yeah, there you go. The police shot a 17-year-old kid. The police shot a 17-year-old kid, and so everyone in France went, fuck that, and now they're rioting. We need to be like the French. Fuck the police. Don't fuck the police. Don't, like, we don't like the police, but so don't fuck them. You don't want that. I can't imagine they'd be that good in bed. Definitely not the entire police force, anyway. Student loan forgiveness got blocked? Oh. Why is everything terrible today? Everything is not going well. French are scary when it comes to fighting in French. You are correct. Yeah, I saw that as well. Nate, I was talking about that with my dad yesterday. Affirmative action getting torn down. We had a really interesting conversation, actually. And the only reason that we're not doing the game is because I know that there's going to be voice acting. So I'll finish talking first. We had a really interesting conversation because he was like, but I don't understand, like, race doesn't have that much of an impact on that, but class does. And I was like, yes, this is really interesting, because class is much more of a factor in this country than race is, whereas in America, race is much more of a factor, right? Exactly, Bob Dim, you're right. It gets normalized. It needs to not be normalized. French in a war, not so good. French against other French. Bloodbath, correct. But yeah, but the thing with race versus class is, and it occurred to me while I was having this conversation with my dad, and I realized why that is the case. And I was like, well, the reason must be, and this is, I haven't read this. This is coming from me, so I might just be completely wrong. But it must be that because America's, like, your guys' society was essentially built on slaves and slave owners, and it was built on the initial, like, assumption that the color of someone's skin denotes their class, essentially. Whereas in this country, we never had that. Yes, obviously we were involved in the slave trade. We were involved in a lot of shitty things, obviously. But specifically in this country, that wasn't really a thing. So our class system is not built on race in the same way that it is in America. So of course we have racism in this country. It is a big issue. But we have a lot more classism. Whereas in America, classism isn't so much of a thing because originally the classes were just your race. So that's why racism is so much more prevalent in their sort of society. Whereas in ours, it's classism that is the thing that is, like, so much more prevalent. I find it really interesting because we always think of, like, and I found this when the one time I've been to America, we always think of America as being, oh, it's another English-speaking Western country. Yeah, you know, it's like, it's very similar to us, and it's really not. I kid you not, I've been to quite a lot of places, particularly around Europe. When I was younger, I haven't been recently because money, but when I was younger, I went to a lot of places. I've been to Australia. Other than that, it's only been European places, but I've never had as much of a culture shock as I did going to America. It's so different, you know. You did have something of a slavery issue, but you know what? So did we, just from different sides. Yeah. Just imagine you're fighting the French and they'll be fine. We should bring out the guillotine again, I agree. But Faye! Oh, this is going to be so bad, but I think I saw it on a meme. There's a new guillotine just dropped. It's called Submarine. Yeah. Too soon? Maybe. An extra head basket to hold yarn. Oh my god. This is hilarious. This is so funny. I'm going to talk to this guy before we get into chaos. I'm here to help with the investigation.
Oh, so you are. And these would be Miss March 7th and Mr. Yang, I presume.
Yes, my trailblazing buddies.
That's right. I'm the first one. He's the second. We're here to help.
March, try not to sound too excited. We're here for work, remember?
Yeah, we're keeping him away from the engine of creation. Boo-hoo.
Oh, you're the one getting excited. My first detective case. Finally, my intelligence and wisdom have a chance to shine.
Oh, also, this is really nice. I'm going to be doing the companion quests in the order that they're supposed to be done, unlike Genshin, where nothing makes sense because everything I do is out of order. So I didn't have to go, why have we got March 7th and Mr. Yang here? It makes sense in the story where we are. Ha! Hallelujah.
Miss March, Mr. Yang, I've been looking forward to meeting you. Make yourselves comfortable. One moment, please. Jingyan! Give me the photos!
We don't want Welt to walk up to the Aeon of Destruction with a legion of massive fucking mechs. But I kind of do. I would quite like to see that. Yeah, why not? I think that's how we win, quite frankly.
Coming! Stop yelling!
After a while, Jingyan hurries over with a scroll.
Thanks for waiting. These are the Outworld travelers who were sighted in the location specified by the General and the Master Diviner. This was 2 days before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
Oh, I think Pyro might be referencing Honkai Impact 3rd. LOL. Okay, then in that case, we don't want him to do that. We don't want a dead welt. No. I'm reasonably fond of a good autocannon. Yes, me too. I love a mech. Do love a mech. I'm trying to think back now. I'm trying to think because I'm sure that I've played a TTRPG where I've had a mech. Or at least the group have had a mech. And I can't remember what it was. I think I'm just misremembering. I can't place it. Yeah, well, we'll be fine. He's all good. According to Welt himself, he lost a lot of his Hership power upon entering the Star Rail universe. Interesting. Just make sure the abundance is around after. Yep, that can't go wrong.
We'd like you to take a look. Do you recognize any of them as a threat?
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects. Uh-huh.
I will get away for you. Don't
I
worry.
see.
Oh, they need watering. I only watered it like yesterday. They need watering again. Oh dear. Oh, my captions have gone weird again. Well, here is the plant. Here is Wu-Wei. You can say hello. I'm going to refresh the captions. Undead Welt. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hydra. Are you redeeming hydrate for the plant? I don't have any water on me. I'd have to go and get the water. I'll do it after the stream. I'll water them. But yeah, here's Wu-Wei. Oh, and now that I've got my new camera, look, you can actually kind of see the plant when I hold it up. You can actually see it. Yeah, I don't want you to die. I just forget about you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'll try and make it better. You know what? I'll set a reminder on my phone to water the plants. But I will also hydrate because I don't want to dehydrate either. Thank you for letting me water myself. I am the worst plant mother ever. I am, however, better than my brother who had the same little plant. They were Christmas presents from my parents. They got us each a little plant. And he found it a few months ago on his shelf. His shelf is very high up. And he must have put it behind his ornaments or something. And he literally forgot about it. It was so dead. It was just dirt. Like, it was brown. Like, he threw it out. He was like, oh no, I forgot about the plant. So at least I didn't do that. But I'm just imagining Welt as like a lich now. Welt would absolutely be the kind of lich that like has obtained great power and become a lich in order to like protect everyone, but has really just gone too far. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Pyro, something freaky is going up. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, on the screen. They have just started coming up with the text. But in the channel, they're okay. That's really odd. I don't know why it's doing that. I haven't changed anything about it. Well, might already be a lich. Maybe. But might already be a lich. Lol. Lucha!
What's wrong, Mr. Yang? See anything fishy?
Who's he? I'd like to see more information on him.
Wasn't it Pyro that pointed out that there's a little character in Welt's splash art in the background that looks a bit like Lucha? Oh my god, Bob Dim, if you are a robot lich, you are unstoppable. Wink. Oh, Faye! I bet your house is going to be so full of plants. I bet it looks great.
Which one? Let me see.
Is one of them a threat?
I don't have any concrete evidence, but I think he's worth checking out.
Oh, him? I remember him. He's a traveling merchant. He trades throughout the universe. Knows a thing or two about remedial arts, too. He registered himself on the Xianzhou as... what was it again?
That wasn't Lucha, that was the Void Archives. I'm going to pretend that means something to me. And Welt has PTSD. Who doesn't at this stage? Every Star Rail character has PTSD in some description. Even Hook. Even Hook has PTSD. Hook had to leave their home. Hook's a refugee. Hey, Bob Dim. Everyone's welcome here. If you're a robot lich, you can be a robot lich. Just don't eat anyone. Don't hurt anyone.
Locha. His name is Locha.
So Locha's not his real name, maybe?
That's right, Locha. He came to the Xianzhou with a huge box this time. Some sort of funerary contraption. It had a funny name, something to do with coughing. It was pretty conspicuous. I had to ask him about it.
Otto took everything away from Welt, including killing someone he saw as a hero. Yikes! That's bad.
A coffin. It's a tool that certain non-Shenzhou travelers seem to use in death rites. I'm guessing our guests here might recognize it.
Bob Dim, you can eat food. You can eat crisps and chocolate and fruit. But not the people, please. This makes perfect sense, Pyro. Thank you for that context. Oh, I don't know why this reminded me of this, but it reminded me, and I just have to quickly tell you guys about the best NPC I have ever invented. It was for a Monster of the Week game, and they didn't have any bearing on the story, but I had a little hideout that I needed to populate with random supernatural beings, and I invented Hive, who is a swarm of bees in the form of a man that has stolen a trench coat and a fedora from somewhere. And it's just a swarm of bees in the shape of a man wearing a fedora and a trench coat, and they basically just eat human meat like locusts. That's Hive. Best NPC I've ever made. I love them. Oh, well, you know, Pyro, if, you know, at the end of the day, if you're offering, I can't stop you. Hello, Mother Ball or Mother A. Which one? It's both. Woo! Welcome in. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness. We also brought our teddy bears. Oh. I love teddy bears. I have one of them right here because somebody requested it already on stream. I have my little deer. Yay! Hi everyone! What were you playing? I'm gonna guess from your username that you were playing Genshin or maybe Star Rail. Did you have fun? How is everyone doing? Welcome everybody. If you are new, hello. My name is Chloe. I am a jack of all trades, I guess. I do a bunch of stuff. But right now it's Chaos Friday. That means subscribers have picked the game. When I say subscribers, this week Nate was the only person to vote. So Nate picked the game. And it's Star Rail. We're doing what appears to be Lucha's companion quest. Yeah, the God of Thunder has arrived, so you all better run. You would all better run. See, so there you go. I hope you're happy about that, A. You've got two reactions. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. 2 reactions. 1 ran away from you and 1 gave you Dango. So going to an anime content. Oh my god, amazing. Roblox. Oh nice. I have never played Roblox. All I know is that when I work with children and I try and get on their good side by saying like, oh, you like video games? I like video games. They're like, have you played Roblox? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, have you played Genshin Impact? And they're like, what the hell? It's a democracy, but the voting turnout is just me. This is true. Oh my goodness, though. I hope you have fun at your anime con. Sorry, my eye just randomly started watering. You made me cry, eh? I hope you're happy. But yeah, if you need to go and get ready, that is absolutely fine. It was so great to see you. Thank you so much for raiding. And trusting your community with me. I've done it again. Trusting me with your community. Every single time I'm raided, I say trusting your community with me, and I mean trusting me with your community. But hey, let's continue and get some gaming on. Oh, thank you for lurking, eh?
I swear he said coughing. Anyway, we checked him out. His record on the Xianzhou is squeaky clean. As for this caffeine thing...
Coffin.
Yeah. Either way, it definitely had something to do with funerals. There are lots of travelers on the Luofu, each with their own star system and death rites. I guess that must be Luocha's line of work. Is there something up with him?
I mean, Nate, you're not wrong. Bribing a god is basically all organized religion. There's a reason that Jesus was anti-religion. Oh no, I've already spoken about too many things this stream. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on my opinions on organized religion. No, we're actually gonna get through one cutscene.
Not necessarily, but I have my reasons for wanting to investigate. What was he doing in the days leading up to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection?
He's like, immediately, Luocha is evil.
That's complicated. Come with me to the Four-Square Mirror. It'll be easier to explain. Exalting Sanctum is one of the Luofu's crucial central cities. The higher-ups are very concerned about security issues here. That's why there are so many Psycranes stationed in the area.
What is this graph? Is this supposed to be a map? What? But it's a graph. What? Oh my goodness, more drama. Can we inquire after my thoughts on lesbians? You know my thoughts on lesbians, they're all beautiful. Anyway, it is Stream Raider time. Bum, bum, bum. Oh dear. We did so well in the last one, guys. This one's not doing so well. I think we might die. I'm gonna give us a stronghold. This is gonna go badly. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to hear more drama from Nate. The last one was very scary, so I hope that the next one is less scary and more fun. Oh no. I accidentally hit my face. I hope there's no lipstick on it. Nope, we're fine. Oh, I can't really hold them by the arms. They're a bit top heavy. Oh hey, we actually got them down quite to quite a level, but we're still gonna lose because we left the 3 massive dinosaurs. Oh dear. The deer does have a big head. It's cute though, it looks kind of anime. Oh, we lost. Oh no. Oh no. Oh well. All we gotta do is try again, right? Upgrade the balloon buster. Poor Bambi. We're getting Bambi slander today. If there's anyone that deserves no slander, it's Bambi. Ooh, I can upgrade the balloon buster again? How many balloon buster scrolls did I have? Oh my god. All right, we've got time for another one. Yeah, we have got time for another one. One more today. Let's try it again. Dino Valley. Moderate and ancient valley teeming with prehistoric vegetation and inhabited by various dinosaur species. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I don't have to place rogues anymore. I don't have to place anything. I can place what I like. Who's level 9? I need to get people up to level 10. This guy's level 9. Centurion. Let's go. All right, everyone, come join our Stream Raiders team. The link is in the chat. It's also at the top of the screen. You can place one unit every 5 minutes, and after half an hour, everybody shall fight. And hopefully, there's only one dinosaur this time, so hopefully we will kill it. Okie dokes. Back to the cutscene. But yeah, I'm back to this. If this is supposed to be location, I'm really confused. Is this elevation? If this is elevation, why is it all overlapping? Like, what? No, sir, this is true. There's no... This is a very poor graph. It would not score well in GCSE science or maths because it doesn't have labeled axes. It doesn't even have numbers on the axes. All of these lines make no sense. Terrible, terrible graph, quite frankly.
Lacha arrived on the Lafu a few days prior to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Up until the day before the resurrection, there was nothing suspicious about his behavior.
I figured it out! The day before the resurrection, he appeared near the Ambrosial Arbor with a Stellaron.
That is Eureka, that solves everything. Lol.
If that were the case, the Realm Keeping Commission would have arrested him by now. Why look to us for help?
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez. This is gonna be a tough case to crack if even my instincts are off.
You know what? March does strike me as the kind of person that would throw wild things out there but actually be correct. And everyone goes, March, that's stupid. And then they are actually correct.
You lot are enthusiastic, I'll give you that. The reason I mentioned the day before the resurrection is because we have no idea what he did that day.
Cut back on the sherbets. She's definitely high on sugar all the time.
The resurrection brought about unusual yin-yang phenomena that caused the entire Psycrane system to malfunction. The image data from the day of the incident is beyond restoration, and the data from that day before was badly affected.
What is yin-yang phenomena in this context? Why don't you just ask him?
We will, in due course. But we can't be too general. Specific questions are key. Not to mention, without a clear suspicion, it would involve multiple interrogations.
Aw, no reportable drama? Sad. You'll have to regale us with a joke instead to make up for it, mate, because you got us all excited. We thought you were going to come back with some drama, and you haven't, so I request one joke. Be funny, on cue!
So, if you feel this Lacha is suspicious in some way, make it known. Then I can arrange for his detention and interrogation.
How should I put this? He just looks kind of...
He just looks dodgy. That's called prejudice, well.
Mr. Yang, you were going off of his appearance this whole time? I thought you had some super secret thing up your sleeve. Didn't your mom ever tell you not to judge a book by its...
Well, he does. Cover?
Sorry. What I mean is... it's difficult to explain, but my instinct tells me this Lacha is involved somehow.
I mean, I didn't know you when we were kids, and we definitely didn't build sandcastles with Grandma, but what is the punchline? Oh! Nay! Brutal! That is a brutal. That's not even a joke. That's just... Oh my god. That's just dark. That's true. Well, could just say, oh, I used to know this guy and he was an asshole. And he looks like him.
Apologies. I realize this is personal speculation.
That's all right. Instinct is an important part of any Realm Keeping Commission investigation. There are times when my gut tells me something's not right, and there's usually a reason for it. I'm with you on this one.
Can't take credit for it. It's from Shucked the Musical. Oh, is that the one? I remember you went to see that. Oh my god, that is dark. I mean, you could definitely build sandcastles with an urn. The question is, what are you doing with the ashes?
Be that as it may, as an official, I can't go bringing someone in based on a villainous appearance.
No, otherwise my dad would have been arrested years ago. He always gets stopped when they go through security and things because he looks dodgy because he's constantly frowning without even realizing that he's doing it.
Because if a complaint led to his dismissal, it would leave a blemish on his resume, making it difficult for him to advance his career for the next few centuries.
Precise. No. What are you talking about? Anyway, if you want to investigate, I can grant you access to the Foursquare Mirror. Jingyan, you'll be assisting our esteemed guests in their investigation.
I don't know why that this VA is my favorite with the way he said precise. No. I loved it. I don't know why.
Isn't it inappropriate for an officer of the Realm Keeping Commission to assist the public in investigating someone?
Ah, not at all. Make sure you don't leave the commission. Just help them check the Cycrane footage. Keep me updated on progress. If you find hard evidence, I'll be there in a flash. One thing, though. Don't approach him. If you make a discovery, contact me first.
Armed and dangerous? With a coffin?
We're thankful that you're entrusting this to us. We'll keep it by the book.
Don't worry. The Express crew keeps its promises. We won't disappoint you.
Jingyan, over to you. I need to get going.
Understood. This might take you some time. Come and find me when you're ready.
Okie dokie. We're ready now. A night stranger. Things would be a lot easier around here if the General Affairs Office stopped holding so many pointless meetings. So, my girl, how can I help you today? Yep. Is this unethical? Dunno. Lucia has the Abyss Flower, only something which shares a name with a divine key in Honkai Impact 3rd. Yeah, the public official's just like, no. Oh no, no, it's not about the dragon lady. No, no. No, that's not what I want to do. Hold on. Hold on. No. Please hold. This is the one that we've just started. We're navigating this one. Okay. Yeah, Pyro, I'm sure that that is not concerning at all.
I can bring up the data anytime from here. Are you ready?
Let's go.
All right. Follow me.
Jingyan takes everyone to the Foursquare Mirror and begins to retrieve the footage. Oh, apologies, I yawned through that.
As official Dahao mentioned, the Arbor caused unusual yin-yang phenomena, which affected the entire Cycrane system. We lost a lot of video footage, and for the image data we recovered, the timestamps are all jumbled up. Look, this is Mr. Luocha on the day prior to the resurrection.
So we have to clean up and reorder the footage ourselves?
Of course we do.
Exactly. Thank you again for your help.
This is your forte. Over to you.
Why? My forte says who?
Hey, I said over to you. You can't back out now.
Restoration of life and the other being the ability to deconstruct matter. That's a lot. That's a lot of abilities. Lucha crossed the street and turned into a strange corner. It looks dangerous there, but he didn't seem to care at all. He paced in with nothing but a sword in hand. Okay. I see. Number 2, Lucha walked out of a small inn without any heavy luggage. Footage 3, Lucha walked into Spare Time Bookshop and stepped out after a while. He left with nothing in hand. Perhaps he didn't buy anything. Footage 4, Lucha is looking into the distance at the dock of Exalting Sanctum with a coffin at his side. Maybe he just left a starskiff. Maybe he is waiting for a new starskiff. He walked along the dock for a while and put aside his luggage, leaning on the railing and watching starskiffs passing by the dock.
What do you
Okay, we've
think?
got to get them in the right
Any
order.
idea
All
what
right.
the correct order is?
Okay, well, I think the last one is probably first. Because that would be him arriving. It's that or him leaving. It's either first or last. You guessed this? Yeah. So, and then so the only one with it first is this one. Number 2 was him leaving the inn without his luggage. That would make sense because the rest of the videos he didn't have the coffin. And then 3 and 1. I can't remember what 3 was. Oh, 3 was the bookshop. And then 1 was the dangerous zone. That makes a lot of sense.
Let me see if this order works. Lucha exits the Star Skiff, enters Exalting Sanctum, goes into an inn, and puts down his luggage, including the coffin. Then he goes to Spare Time Bookshop, but doesn't buy anything. Finally, he leaves and turns a corner into a dark alley.
That seems plausible.
The logic in this is sound. Looks like the correct order. Nice work.
I am nothing if not logical.
Nice work indeed. Your sidekick to a genius detective after all.
Oh, March.
Where does this corner lead to?
Good question.
I checked the map and found a gate in this open area. Look, there's a small dock on the other side. He may have left on a star skiff.
Why would he leave Exalting Sanctum via a secluded dock? That's so suspicious. I don't think Mr. Luocha could have departed from there. The dock you're referring to is Yunsho Crag 999. It belongs to the seat of divine foresight. It's only used during invasions. That's why that gate is almost always locked. As far as I know, it's been locked for centuries and only gets opened for occasional inspections.
Interesting.
The key question is, when did he leave? There's only one gate in this area, at least on the map. Miss Jingyan, does the remaining footage show anyone else entering or leaving this place?
They had a hookup. Mayhaps.
I can find out, but you'll have to wait a while. Most of the footage was lost, but at least there was a whole day of recording. There's a lot that needs checking and confirming first.
Understood. Thank you.
Thanks for your hard work.
Thanks so much. We'll be waiting patiently.
Since when has March ever done anything patiently in her
Your
life?
assistance in this matter is what requires gratitude. I'll get you what you need as soon as possible.
Okay, Jinyan, what have you got for me?
Thanks for waiting. I checked all of the footage we have of the open area. I say all. A lot of it was lost.
Are the corrupted parts recoverable? Can we use the same methods again?
For some of them, maybe. But I can't guarantee anything. I'll do my best, of course. It'll take more time. I can't hand them over just now.
What am I supposed to do then? Nate, I had to read that sentence a few times and then I remembered what I was talking about. I guess you're right. She was pretty patient while cryogenically frozen. This is correct.
Thank you. Did you find anything in the remaining footage worth paying attention to?
Only that someone left the area through that exit around 2 hours after Luocha's appearance here. Luocha's nowhere to be seen, though.
Isn't she the bookseller?
Huh? Isn't this a scene from the Angler Mystery?
Oh. What? What are you talking about, March?
The Angler Mystery, the novel. There's a scene that's identical to this footage. Now that you mention it.
I'm not sure I follow.
The Angler's origin story, of course.
Of course.
He's a healer from the Alchemy Commission who gets on the wrong side of a mysterious organization called the Tea Society. 2 agents in dark clothing wait for him to be alone and then poison him. The drug has the same de-aging effect as the Vidyadhara's hatching rebirth. The Angler gets younger and turns back into a child. From there on out, the Angler pursues the Tea Society while solving all kinds of strange cases.
This is an odd book. Why would a tea society be so vicious?
Their tea must be stronger than Himiko's coffee.
The Tea Society is just a code name. Did you think they'd call themselves the Evil Society?
I mean, they
They
could.
have to have a nice sounding name to conceal themselves.
So, March, what you mean is, the 2 people in dark clothing are Tea Society agents, and the child is a de-aged Luocha?
I highly doubt that.
What if a crazy Angler mystery fan decided to commit a copycat crime? Luocha gets turned into a child, then follows a mysterious duo in black. Oh, the plot thickens. This could be a kidnapping.
I think we've gone off piste here.
The child in the footage has black hair. Luocha's hair is blonde.
True, their hair color is completely different.
Maybe he dyed his hair.
I'm aware of a production company called the World Crime League. Yeah, sometimes they do have on-the-nose names.
Hold your horses, everyone. I recognize this child now. That's Yinshu, the young shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop.
That's what I said. We could have saved ourselves the trouble of listening to March, because I had it right the first time. Hello, Lowry. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good Friday.
Too bad, Marge. No de-aging, no angler.
And the child is a girl.
A detective's initial conjectures are bound to be wrong. Totally expected.
The Psycranes weren't able to get a clear look at the two people in dark clothing. Let's ask Inshu. Maybe she saw something.
Or maybe she's in on it.
I'll keep trying to recover the lost footage. I'll contact you if there's a breakthrough.
Ah, Diablo 4.
Right, let's go. Time to interview the witness.
How's it going? Are you enjoying it? But that's fine for lurking. Thank you for lurking. Oh no, I'm sorry you've had a rough morning. Hopefully Diablo 4 and listening to my dulcet tones can help you keep you calm. Yeah, I don't want to have to give March the Paimon treatment. I agree, Pyro. I quite like March. Oh, that's the company that Jeff Kanata and Anthony Carboni created? Nice. I love We Have Concerns. It's great. Ah, nice. An emo-looking Necro. That's what we like to see. Yeah, if you don't know the We Have Concerns podcast, it's great. They pick, like, science stories that have come out that are usually just a bit, or tech or something, that are usually just, like, a bit interesting or a bit wild, and they just discuss it. It's great. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. There we go. Ooh, somebody used Japard. And I get credits. Yay. Okay, we gotta find Inshu. We can do that.
Household registration. Oh.
Yeah, basically, Bobden's right. It's an excuse for the two of them to be absurd for 45 minutes. I love it.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need it.
Let's go and find her. Ah! I did it again. I was like, this must be a place I can walk. No. This is a flower-shaped chandelier. The Intelligentsia Guild believes that... Oh no, the flower is likely to have different moods. It is... Wait. The Intelligentsia Guild believes that the flower is very likely to have different moods. It is because the brightness of its glow will change for no reason. After all, no one wants to glow when they are in a foul mood. I mean... Not necessarily. I think that depends on the person. She's not here.
I don't see the shopkeeper. Let's look for her in the area.
I told you she's in on it.
Business hours aren't over yet. She should be nearby. You two go ahead. I'll wait here in case she comes back.
Suspicious.
Okay, let's go.
Wait, so you're still reading traditional
Ooh,
literature?
how did I miss that?
Move on already. Web novels are the way forward.
What's going on here? After 40 years, the latest addition to the Angular Mystery series, The Hatching Rebirth Conundrum, selling out everywhere.
A new addition after so many years? Looks like I made the right choice coming to the Lawfu. As soon as we've cracked this case, I'm getting myself a copy. Su Fong is the greatest.
I love that March 7th is just a nerd. Is this a clue? Away on temporary business. Please come back later.
Looks like Yinshu isn't here after all. Where could she be?
Demonic, mysterious, treacherous. The Shinjo masterpiece, Records of the Supernatural, on sale now.
A supernatural tales anthology. Sounds like a good bedtime read. Might stop me daring to run to the bathroom at night, though.
I see that, Nate. I see you and March 7th being friends. Okay, well that was no...
Wait,
There's a sad
so
woman
you're
here,
still
but I think
reading
she's always here.
traditional literature? Move
Thank you.
on
I'm heading
already.
back to Scale Gorge
Web
Waterscape.
novels are the way
About these
forward.
draconic tears. Oh, that's a thing that I picked up ages ago. My family is in the pharmaceutical business, and I've brought these draconic tears over from Scale Gorge Waterscape. As average as they may look, they're molded to look like that. I heard discerning outworlders steeped in the Xianzhou culture like it this way. But how am I ever going to find this kind of outworlder around? Yeah, I feel like that, Nate. Dan Hung definitely needs to chill, but then we could hang. Hi, Yinshin. I have an errand to run. Please watch the store for me while I'm gone. Back soon, Yinshu.
So she asked someone to look after the shop for her. But where are they? Looks like they must have left too.
This is true. They must have left as well. Around the corner. Anything here? No.
80,000 for this one.
Any more for any
so You're
more?
still reading traditional literature? Move on already.
Wait, there was a scroll there. Hang on.
Web novels are the way.
It looks like a scroll, but it is actually a flexible display that can float in the air. It is popular among the Xianzhou citizens. Mr.
You
Yang.
two go ahead. I'll wait here. The Xianzhou has some interesting literature. I'd like to get better acquainted.
All right,
We'll be
mate.
back soon. Don't get too comfortable.
I'm gonna talk to this random dude. Oh, that's Yunshin.
Mister, are you manning the counter for the young shopkeeper of Spare Time Bookshop?
Huh? Young shopkeeper? You mean Young Shu? Yeah, I am. Something wrong?
Immediately acts suspiciously.
Can you please tell us where she is?
Why should I?
Because we're asking nicely. What's with the attitude?
I can tell you. If you pay me 500 strails.
Mate, is bribery a crime on the Qianzhou?
Pay you? What is this? You want paying for a simple favor?
Come on. No one ever tell you that information and intelligence are the most valuable commodities?
I mean, he's not wrong, to be fair.
This guy doesn't seem like the negotiable type. What should we do?
Fight him? We have no money, but we can pay you with a beatdown.
Oh, you dare threaten me? Do you know who I am?
Mate, I don't think you know who I am.
The question is, do you know who we are?
Yeah, we're from the Tea Society.
Oh, you mean like the one in that work of fiction? Who are you trying to kid?
And who do you think were the inspiration for the Tea Society? Us. That's who.
Can I fight him
Sounds
already?
like a pack of lies. Still, they don't seem like pushovers.
We are not.
Dang it! Am I in trouble? Ugh, better to live and find another day. Ugh, forget it. I'm not stooping to your level. Inchu said she had a voucher for a food stall over in Exalting Sanctum. She wanted to use it before it expired. You know, she's not been gone long. Probably finishing up her food right now.
Oh, Bob Dim. Didn't you read the rules? No spam.
About time you saw the light. Come on, let's go.
And at last I see the light. I'm never going to be able to hear that phrase ever again. And it's like the fog has lifted. Oh, I love this song. Damn it! I just want to listen to that song now. I just want to watch Tangled.
Are you Yinshu? The shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop? There's something we want to talk to you about.
Not a robot lich, definitely not. Do you need an extended warranty as a robot? Are you a transformer? In which case you might need the car's extended warranty.
Yeah, that's me. Can I help you?
Why is a child running a bookshop?
You're heading back to the store, right? Let's walk and talk. I'll tell you all about it on the way. Oh, Okay, let's go.
You return to Spare Time Bookshop. On the way over, you get Yinshu up to speed.
That footage, I remember that day. After I closed up the store, I walked around for a while. I was looking for a place to read.
Was that a plea for help? Was what a plea for help? What, the child?
I found that empty area. It seems like a good reading spot at first, but then I noticed two people dressed in dark clothing, and a blonde outworlder hanging
Luocha.
around. Something didn't feel right. So I left. Those two people left the same way I did.
So you just happened to be going the same way. Did you see what the Outworlder was doing?
Ah, right, I'm with you now, Bob Dim.
Sorry. I was only trying to find a place to read. I didn't pay much attention to him. Or the two in dark clothing. All I remember is the two people in dark clothing... they smell pretty bad. I guess that's not much of a clue. Sorry I can't give you any useful information.
So they're from somewhere that smells?
On the contrary, any information you can give is valuable. Thank you very much. Still, according to the Psycrane recordings, Luocha's final stop before heading towards the open area was your store.
My store? Spare Time Bookshop? You're sure he came to... Oh, that's right. I remember now, he did pay a visit. Oh, how could I forget? He came in, looked at a few titles, and then handed one to me. An old paperback. Everything seemed normal, but after paying for it, he immediately tore off the title page. I was shocked, but he was grinning ear to ear, so I didn't dare ask him about it.
Hey, if you're a robot lich, then surely you can't smell bad. You could probably find a way, though.
After that, he just left the book on the counter and went on his way. I can't believe I'd forget something like that. I guess the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection the day after pushed everything else to the back of my mind.
So, what was the book?
The Angler Mystery. I was wondering what to do about it. I can't sell a book without a title page. But since you asked about it, here, you can have it.
I see. The leaking gear oil. This makes sense now. So it was you. You are the two dark figures that smell.
Mr. Yang's instinct was right all along. Luocha is a villain. How can he do this? Tearing up a book as well written as the Angler Mystery. Unacceptable.
Why did Luocha tear out the title page?
If I knew the answer to that, wouldn't that make me as evil as him?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're forgetting that the Realm Keeping Commission was initially investigating whether someone brought a dangerous object onto the Law Fu. The How and the others are probably not aware of what that dangerous object might be, but we know for a fact that it's the Stellaron. I think that by removing the page, Luocha may have provided us with a key piece of the puzzle.
But I don't think Luocha brought the Stellaron on, right? Because he arrived after it started going weird.
I don't understand. What does tearing out a page have to do with the Stellaron? Are you following Mr. Yang?
I'm lost.
That's all right. This is a bit of a conjectural leap. What I'm trying to say is, I think Luocha may have friends on the Law Fu, and they're using the title page to communicate.
That makes him even worse! How dare he use a book that praises justice for his evil plans?
I'm afraid evil plans are still within the realm of speculation at this stage. We have no way of knowing exactly what he did because the Psycrane data was lost.
So maybe we need to look into why the Psycrane data was lost and how. Oh no, didn't they say that was to do with the Ambrosial Arbor though?
So, is this a dead end?
Oh. A message from Jingyan. Do you have some time? Please come back to the Realm Keeping Commission when you can. I fixed some of the recordings and there is a section you might find interesting. Sorry, Jingyan, I'm going to ignore you for a second while we do Stream Raiders. Yeah. Oh, last one and we're doing well. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go. Can I curse these? No, they're quite far away. Let's just have a killing field. Let's put it right here. Let's go. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Get them. Yeah. Easy. 96 allies, 1 enemy. Look at this. Ah, look at it go. Look at him go. Bonk. Hello, anime girls. Welcome in. So many hugs. Thank you very much. We win. How are you doing today anyway? We won. A child, enjoy your gold. Unkaying, enjoy your gold. And you, Cropple, enjoy your monk scrolls. Yay. Got Centurion scrolls. I got some gold as well. I need the gold. I'm going to run out of gold. Right, we don't quite have enough time for another Stream Raiders game this stream. But that's okay. We still got half an hour to play Star Rail. Right, that's good. Miss Jingyan's help is right on time. Thank you so much. We'll head there immediately. Okay, please be careful on the way. On the way here. Yeah.
Move on already.
That's more like it. New clues always turn up in the nick of time.
Ah! Pumpkin Spice Gamer! I love your name. Thank you for the follow. Hello, welcome in. If you feel comfortable, come say hi. Come tell us how you're doing. Everything's working out well today. Oh, that is lovely. I am glad. I am doing good, yes. I have a lot to do, just like generally in life, but I'm ignoring it, so it's fine. But I'm having a good day nonetheless. For those of you that just popped in, we are doing Locha's story quest, his companion quest. Hey! Oh, thank you. I'm glad you love the vibes. I often don't really know what the vibes
now know
are.
what time Locha left the open area.
I just chat shit. Those are my vibes.
Nice! You found footage of him leaving?
Yes. According to the Psycrane recordings, he left the area 2 hours after he entered.
Strange. Why spend 2 hours in such a confined area? He must have been up to something.
Vibes are chill? Good. Chill is what I want. Like, streaming, for me, like, streaming is one of the ways that I could, like, chill out a little bit. And it's also, I was thinking this earlier, actually. I was like, this is also a way to force me to chill out, because if I try and chill out, like, on my own, I kind of stress about all the things I've got to do. Whereas if I'm like, I have to stream now, I have no choice, then I can force myself to chill out. But sometimes, yeah, streams are a bit weird. Sometimes, like today, I feel very chill and very good. Sometimes streams is a chore, but most of the time it's chill and nice. What'd you miss? We reviewed the footage. We found. When did you leave? I can't remember. We talked to the bookseller. She told us that Lucha bought a book, tore out it was the Anglo Mystery, tore out the title page, and they gave it back to her. And so she gave us the book. But Welt thinks that they're using the title page to communicate with someone, but he doesn't know much more than that. I left when I said... I don't know when that was. I don't know when that was. But I think I pretty much said all of the things that need to be said. Lucia's being suspicious, basically. And both of these answers are hilarious, but I'm going to go with afternoon nap.
Maybe he spent all his money on Star Taro bubble tea.
Bubble tea.
Couldn't afford a hotel room.
I really want bubble tea. Oh, I love bubble tea. I love bubble tea, but like, I only ever get to have it if I'm in town, and I'm never in town. You're a new US Games player. Welcome, welcome to the madness. Honestly, I love Star Rail. I started playing Genshin about January last year, I think was the time. And so I loved Genshin, but then since Star Rail's been out, I've been like, who needs Genshin? And I've just been playing Star Rail. I love it so much. But yes, welcome. Although maybe I'm not a new Hoyoverse games player. I am a dumb one though. So hopefully you watching me play Hoyoverse games will help learn. I would pay my friends to relax. I'm all for that. You know what? So would I. So would I. Genshin is great. My advice to you on Genshin, I've got 2 pieces of advice to you. One, and I know full well that I do not listen to my own advice. Number 1 is, like, do quests when you get them. Don't leave them, because I'm spaghettified myself. I've got so many quests open and they keep interfering with each other and I'm doing everything in the, like, wrong chronological order, and it's just a bit confusing. So, do that. And my second... What was my second one? I've already forgotten it. Oh yeah, my second one was just enjoy it at your own pace. You know? These kind of games, because they're free, they try and, like, force you to play them every day and to, like, keep up with them and play them all the time. You don't have to do that. It's free to play. You can do whatever you like. You can enjoy it however you like. And also, if there's parts of the game that you don't want to engage with, you don't have to engage with them. You don't have to do everything in the game. There's a lot of the game. Oh my god, the sheer quantity of lesbians. Ah, yes. You're not ready. You're not ready. I hope you like lesbians. I do. I just wish the lesbians would like me, but never mind.
Oddly specific, March.
It's a shame no side cranes are installed in that area. We still have no idea what he was up to. This Lucha is getting more suspicious by the minute. Psst. I know Mr. Yang never wears his heart on his sleeve, but do you get the feeling he's a little restless?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna meta slightly from what we know from Pyro. I reckon he must have bad blood with the other Luchas he mentioned.
Remember, we're talking about different worlds here.
Lol.
However, I can't deny I'm a little worried that what happened to my home world could befall this place too.
How does he always hear us?
Well, I'm afraid I have some other business to attend to. Let me know if you need anything. You know how to reach me.
Thanks for the help, Miss Qingyan.
So, what did Law Cha get up to during those missing 2 hours?
This is the question.
I think it's high time Detective March took the gloves off.
Okay.
Oh? And what do you have in mind, Detective? Fieldwork?
I like the light note of mockery that Well has in his voice there.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Yang. As the Angler once said, a true detective operates as effectively from their armchair as from the scene of the crime.
Or to put it another way, I'm too lazy to explore the map.
It's too early to start field work. We must wait until my deduction is complete.
Right.
Then when we arrive at the scene, you'll see that the facts match my theory to a T.
I'm pretty sure this is not the way you're supposed to do detective work, but okay.
Well, seeing as you're so confident, let's give your idea a try.
Yay! Mr. Yang is the best!
Yeah.
Family matters are always tricky.
I don't think March is clever enough to be Mycroft, sadly. Okay. Oh, hello. Now, I spied something I missed. I'll have that, thank you. Alright then, March, what's going on?
Ready? I'm gonna start my reconstruction.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. Explaining a theory in front of everyone is more nerve-wracking than I expected.
Oh. Oh, okay, right, so. Oh, this... We're doing it again. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna start it, and if I have to leave halfway through and we have to do it again, we have to do it again. Okay, so we're getting Locha as a trial. So he's a healer. Do I replace Japard? I might replace Japard. See how it goes. Who's gonna get targeted the most? Probably the Trailblazer. Let's put her on the end. Oh, let's see how this goes.
Right. I'll be using the angler's deductive method. Reconstruct what happened from the bad guy's perspective.
Exactly, Nate. You don't need both.
And now I'm Locha.
Ah! Is this deduction or necromancy?
Quit messing around. I'm thinking. Oh, almost forgot about that title page. He took it with him, so it must have had some significance. Next up, I need to have a look at that map, Mr. Yang. He must have gone through that gate up ahead. No way he would have stayed put in such a small area for 2 hours.
But Miss Jingyan mentioned that gate is a military asset. It's locked all year round.
Yeah, I am a little bit confused as to what's going on here, like, from a meta level. What has she done?
You think that would stop the likes of Luocha? What kind of Stellaron smuggler would he be if he couldn't get past a door?
You think a lock like this can stop a girl like me?
I think I'm actually going insane.
Fine, I'll be me. You guys will have to imagine his lines instead.
Welt's voice is actually shifting my Kinsey scale? What is... Wait. What is the Kinsey scale? I have a suspicion, but remind me.
Such a rudimentary lock. Easy pickings.
Even if Locha was able to unlock the door, what was his goal?
This is the question.
His friends must have been waiting on the other side to buy the Stellaron. He went to meet them.
Aha! One of these. Okay. I thought it might be. I thought it might be. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. One of us. One of us. One of us. Right. We got to get them over there. Okay. How's about... Ooh. Okay. I know how to do this. Oh no! No, I failed. Hang on. Oh, it can't go that way. Okay. Wait. I think I've got it. No, I'm back there again. Fuck. Hang on. No. There. Okay. Wait. I do this. And then this. Oh no, that won't work. Wait. No, damn it, this won't work either. I'm trying to get them in. Oh! Oh, that was an accident, but I did it. There we go.
Now that I think about it, something's not right. Why would they rendezvous at a military airfield?
That is a good question.
Because, well, we're too law-abiding to understand bad guy logic.
Hiding in plain sight, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Hold on. This would have been too quick a route.
And what's wrong with a quick route?
What's wrong with the quick route, Mr. Yang?
You'd be spotted, I guess?
We're trying to uncover what Locha did during those 2 hours. But even if he repeated this route 20 times, it wouldn't have taken him that long.
true. He must have had a tougher journey than I imagined. Come on, let's start over.
You look like a tasty morsel. Those who dare to
Oh my
enter here
days.
must face a delicious fate.
Hello, Admiral Raspberry! Welcome in. Welt indeed has too much fun playing with March, but then, don't we all? How are you doing today?
Ha! Your eyes are bigger than your stomach, foul villain. Have at you!
Why is the monster talking now?
You know, just a little dramatic effect.
I agree with it. I agree with you, Nate. I think the monster needs a cuter voice.
We've entered the storm.
Bam.
To guard and defend. Crush them!
Or I actually think these monsters, the fish things look a bit funky, so I feel like they'd have like a turkey gobble, like kind of goofy voice, you know. Yeah, you're right. It's like a great grandpa playing with his great granddaughter. You're so right. Haha. Can't. Oh, whoops. Ah!
Allow me to see you off.
Oh my god, I went to click on the thing and it like went over to the other screen right next to where my scene selector is.
You'll pay for this.
It's a flying fish! It is indeed a flying fish.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
I do find myself, like you are, Nate, sometimes just saying the characters' lines after they've said them. I'm like, crush them!
End your misery.
Let's go! You know. Boom, dead. Now, unfortunately, it is time to end the stream. Which, oh, I can save the progress? Oh, fantastic. Let's do that. Unfortunately. So we shall have to end there for the day. I was just preempting ending the stream, that's all. That's all I was doing. I didn't accidentally press the button. Definitely not. But hey! Thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope you've had a fantastic time. Special thank yous today go to Bonkatin, to Mother Barl or Mother A, and Pumpkin Spice Gamer for the follows, and also Mother Barl or Mother A for the raid. Not follow, well, also the follow, but the raid. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope that you've enjoyed yourselves. If you don't already know me, my name is Chloe. I stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 2 PM UK time. Today is Chaos Friday. That means the subscribers pick the game. On Sunday, we play Tears of the Kingdom, and on Wednesdays, we play Genshin Impact. Yeah. There's loads and loads of ways you can support the stream. If you enjoyed yourselves, you're already doing the most important one, which is watch it. So thank you for that. I love you all. But if you are able to and you would like to contribute monetarily, then you can do that by going to my tip jar, which is right there in the chat. You can also subscribe and share with bits. All of that money goes right back into improving the stream, and anything is greatly appreciated. But there are free ways you can support the stream as well, and all of it helps so much. You can come and join the Discord, where we hang about, chat, we put in memes, and that's also your first port of call for any kind of changes to the schedule or whatever that happens. I put in there first. Oh, thank you, Andrew. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Also in the Discord is where subscribers vote on the game for Chaos Friday. So get in there. You can also follow me all over social media at Chloe_with_the_flow. My Linktree has links to all of the different places you can find me online, including the places where you can listen to my music that I write and I make. And you can also go and check out the other stuff that I do on the internet, including but not limited to Deck of Many Aces, an actual play D&D 5e podcast made with actual asexuals and aromantics. There are episodes released every other Friday for that. The next one comes out on the 7th. Yeah, on the 7th of July is the next one coming out. But yeah, we've just started a new arc, basically. It's a great time to jump in. You can come on in and find that wherever you find your good podcasts. Hey, you weren't fully outed as a robot lich. We still don't know. It is still an unknown. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But yes, while you're there, you might as well go and look for my other podcast, which is A Rendezvous with Destiny. You can find me on that play. It's a Bite Marks Actual Play podcast where we play, that's a TTRPG all about werewolves. But we have finished season 1. You can listen to all of that now. And you can also then go and listen to my short Dresden Files series. It is the first time I have ever run a game for consumption by the general public, which is a really weird way of putting that, but it's the first public game I've ever run. It went so well. There's only going to be 5 episodes, nice and short. There are 2 out at the minute. No, there's 3. Another one came out yesterday. So you can go and check that out too, please do. It was so much fun. I love the Dresden Files. It's so good to run a game in that universe because I love it. Yeah. But yeah, there's other things that I do on the internet. The next stream will be on Sunday. Yeah, that's right. Wow, I have waffled so quickly today. I've waffled so quickly. We're not even close to 5 o'clock. But hey, what was I gonna say? Yes, so Sunday, will probably be a stream. I have... Wait. Oh no, that's not this. No, this Sunday there'll be a stream. It's next week. Next weekend. My weekend is getting very busy very quickly. So I hope there will still be a stream, but I may have to cancel just so I can do all of the stuff. I have too many things to do and not enough time to do them. It's all good. But next week, Wednesday will be a stream. Wednesday's fine. There will not be a stream on Friday because I'm working, and I probably won't rearrange it just because of the aforementioned too many things to do and not enough time to do them. So I'm sorry about that, but is what it is. I'm overcommitting myself, and you'd have thought, right? So I thought I'd learned this lesson in my second year of university when, over Christmas, I decided that I would agree to write a musical for production after Christmas. So I had the whole Christmas to write it. Also, I was working in a theatre at the time, and normally if I said to the theatre, hey, I have this many days free, they'd give me maybe half of them to work. But of course, it was panto season, and they gave me literally every day I put down 2 shifts a day. And so I had no time to write this musical. Bearing in mind, I was also at university in a heavy exam degree, and I had exams in January that I had to revise for. And I did all of those things, and I was like, what have I done? What have I done? And I got through it all and it was fine. So you'd think that I would learn my overcommitting lesson and not to do it, but I've just got worse. So there we have it. But anyway, let's raid. Who shall we raid? Who shall we raid? Let's raid Queen Pussycat. She is live. Queen Pussycat is a VTuber who is very cool, playing Little Nightmares 2. I've never seen the second one. I've only ever seen people play Little Nightmares, the first one. Right, let me get this up on my phone. Until next time to you, Bob Dim, I hope that you have a fantastic time with the rest of your days, the rest of your weekends. There is a raid call in the chat. Please copy and paste it. Send Queen Pussycat some love. She is, honest God, she is like basically the friendliest streamer I have ever come across. She is so nice and so lovely. So yeah, please show us some love. And I will see you all on Sunday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.